Hey, welcome back to 42 Strains. Yo, 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 this is Double A coming at you, and...
Surfer Dan.
Chuck Dante.
And Rue.
That's right. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are here with episode 2. Episode 2 of Season 2 of 42 Strains. We are coming at you live. Not really, but,
Oh,
you know,
we
I
should
just
have
like
worn
saying
tutus.
that. Well, yeah.
I am.
Wow, why didn't we
What are you
think...
talking about?
Oh, you're right. Sorry.
Are
Yeah,
you-
you're right.
Well, he got the memo.
God
obviously.
Dang it.
No, we're
I'm a
just recording
slacker.
on a Saturday, and I always wear a tutu
Always wear
on
tutus.
Saturdays.
That makes sense.
I read the message wrong, and I actually brought over a Toto album.
That's not really a problem.
I misread.
good, I guess.
I
We'll,
misread.
we'll accept it still as
I
part of the
bless the
celebration.
rains.
Yeah.
Well, down in Africa?
Yeah,
Well, thank you. I appreciate it.
I think they would appreciate it in Africa as well.
they would.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, welcome back, you guys. We hope you enjoyed that first episode of our podcast. I know it was kind of a long one. Hope you enjoyed catching up with us, and we definitely enjoyed kind of catching up with you guys through our emails and whatnot.
Wait, we recorded an episode before this one?
Yeah, we were just.
You did.
Yeah, you probably just forgot either due to old age or
Was
the
I
amount of
here?
marijuana you smoke.
We-
Yeah, you were definitely.
we
I
were
was
high.
there.
Weed is a
Absolutely.
memory loss
Remember we
drug,
talked
so
about
you
how
may have
bisexual our show is?
forgotten.
Wait, but what kind of drug is weed?
It's a memory loss.
I don't know. He said ketchup so many times. Now all I want is Wiener Schnitzel.
Whoa.
Specifically.
Why specifically Wiener Schnitzel?
It just
Like,
came
not
into my
hot
mind.
dogs?
I mean, yeah.
It's
I mean, ketchup.
America's
goes with-
favorite hot dog?
True. Good point.
I thought
Yeah.
it was Germany's favorite hot dog.
Wiener Schnitzel?
Yeah.
Wiener
No.
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 That is no hot dog.
No.
Well, today, guys, what I want to start off with is a couple of emails. That's what we're going to start off with today. And we're also actually going to be doing a review today while we do this episode as well. Going to be a little bit of a new format with a little bit of the old format. So get excited for that. We're still going to have our tell system. We're still going to have our 1 out of 3 on each one. We're not going to be like only sticking to 2 bowls or anything like that.
No.
Today, we're going to
We're
be
gonna
doing
smoke
berry
all the
pies.
Fuck all the rules from here on out. No.
Yeah.
Damn,
Woo!
my man. Save the empire.
Down with the
Whoa.
system. Oh.
Whoa. Today we're going to be doing berry pie from a brand called Evidence. This is a pretty cool brand out here that we get from our club
is.
High Times.
That
out in
is the
Central California.
prison-grown weed, isn't it?
I've been
absolutely
enjoying it.
is. Yeah, we've gotten
Wait.
several of their strains.
It's a
We've had
wonderful
some of
product.
this berry
Wait,
pie
what?
before.
I haven't heard this. What are you
Yeah,
doing?
this company actually grows their marijuana at prison and uses all the funds from it to help get lawyers, legal help,
That
fight
is
reforming
awesome.
laws that help people that are in prison for
Repeat
cannabis
what
laws
this
that are
is?
unfair.
What company this is?
Evidence.
Evidence.
And if
Evidence
you
is
actually
the
look
name
at the bag, it
I
comes
saw
in
it.
the
It
evidence
came in an
bag.
evidence bag.
Yeah.
I
That
just thought it was a
clear-
clever thing with like this specific place that you went.
Yeah,
to.
they will not
Wow.
stop until every
Go
last.
ahead and read a bit of the info on the back of that bag for me.
Oh, this is case number. We grow weed at a prison to help get people out of prison for growing weed. Description of enclosed evidence. We grow our own sun-grown flower. I like that. I like sun-grown instead of outdoor grown.
Yeah.
Is what it said.
Because it can still be in a sunroom.
Yeah,
it can be in a
could
greenhouse.
It could still be in an enclosed space, but it's still it's lit by not lamps. I like submitting agency money from every purchase goes to last prisoner project.
There it is.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, so we've been enjoying that brand. We're going to be enjoying their sativa called Berry Pie today. We're going to be kind of just smoking on that. I think we should actually kind of start up these couple of bowls we got going
Yeah.
around right here.
I want to start one.
Um,
Are
Yeah,
you
go
are
ahead.
you going to share a photo of this awesome evidence bag
yeah.
with our spam? Because
Oh,
the
yeah,
chain of
absolutely.
custody is I would want to
Thank you.
take this someplace after I've smoked one bowl out of it and then write down where mine was and then bring it there and leave it to them to
Yeah.
be the next chain of custody of that half ounce. That's amazing. I love that. That's a great. I love when stoners do something positive for the stoner community.
Yeah,
That's
absolutely.
brilliant.
Yeah, whenever there's not only a cannabis company that's doing good as a cannabis company in general right now, it's also good to see that they're using their goodness the right way towards what needs to change about the cannabis industry and not just
Exactly.
making money because you can make money in it, you know. Yeah, Dan, I love just seeing you light that up right next to our mic. That is amazing.
Yes, sir.
Blown by Special K Glass. Shout out to him on Instagram, Special K Glass. Go check him out. He's an absolute amazing.
He's got amazing live auctions.
He's just a wonderful.
Yeah.
This piece is
One of the most
fucking
glorious
gorgeous.
Part of the
Ever.
reason her name is Yennefer is because we got her at quite like the steal. So I mean, everything on his auction and everything matches that price.
He has very few bongs that are extremely heady that are over $200.
Yeah.
Like, not one of them.
Wow.
Like all of them are 160 or lower. Some people are getting his bongs that look like this a little bit shorter for $30. On his
What?
Yeah.
I'm telling you, it's crazy.
Yeah, the
He uses
Yennefer is
recycled
definitely
glass.
one of the taller bongs that on his.
Yeah.
I love this piece. Don't get me
Yeah.
wrong, but like for a daily smoker, I would want something a little
shorter.
shorter.
Yeah, I will definitely have you. I'll tag you in some of the stuff so you can
Please
check out
do.
some of the
I want
smaller
to jump
pieces.
on one of those
You got ones
fucking
like
things.
that.
$30.
he
Oh,
just
screw
uses
that.
Actually, I
Yeah.
tagged you in one earlier today, Dan.
Did you?
Oh, there we go.
I was busy and high
I know,
buying
but I
another
got you.
Well,
It's actually in a giveaway that if you actually want to enter in by the end of tonight, they're picking for it tomorrow and every Sunday moving forward.
Oh, look, it's before the end of the day. I should
And
probably
he's a
go.
Would you
super
look
cool
at
guy.
that?
He's from Washington. He does. He helps homeless people around Washington and Oregon. He's also just another guy that's in the industry in some form or fashion and using his word and voice for good things.
And
around the community.
if I'm not mistaken, it's his pieces. They're 100% recycled.
Yeah,
Recycled,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Another
Oh,
good
that
thing.
100% recycled
cool.
glass.
That's part
so-
of why the price is a bit
Yeah,
down.
yeah.
But I mean, they're beautiful. I love the colors of Yennefer.
His
She's
bases
got
are
so
great.
much.
The base that looks like
Colors are
they're
very
floating on the cloud.
vibrant, and
They are.
and
You
I
get some crazy colored glass from him.
the amazing thing for me is also that weight. That is
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, the
that is a
sturdy
nice.
feeling behind it.
The first time you hand it to me, I'm like, oh god, this is a solid.
She's
This
she's a
is-
weapon. Like if somebody breaks in, I'm
Yes.
grabbing Yennefer and she will protect me.
As
Yeah.
You might have
should.
to replace the down stem. The rest of it's going to be okay.
Yeah, she'll be fine.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so I want to go ahead and get on to some emails, you guys.
Ooh.
Let's go ahead and get into some emails.
From our spam.
Yeah, we have 2 emails from spam.
We've got spam.
Yeah, hold up. We got some. Let's go back to our inboxes, not.
You've got spam.
You've got spam.
One moment.
In time.
Now,
I just had it pulled up and it just went blank.
Spam, 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 spam.
Lovely spam. Wonderful spam.
again, I definitely want to just let all you know we really appreciate you coming back here and listening to season 2 of 42 Strains. Get your emails into us at 42strains@toke.com so we can please go over these emails. We want to hear your questions.
Yeah,
we want to talk about
absolutely.
things you want to talk
That
about.
was so fun. Last episode, going over all the emails from you guys. We absolutely enjoyed it. It's one of our favorite things to do. All right, wonderful. I got our inbox pulled up.
I already almost lost the lighter. What the
Please
hell?
continue to
Way
get these
to
emails
go.
sent in to
I mean,
you
if
guys
you
at
really
42strains@toke.com.
Rue, I'm
It is a real email.
That's all.
We told you
It's-
all of season
you know,
1. I'll tell you all through season 2.
I know
You
you're
may end up in
very
our
nice
spam
going,
folder.
"Oh,
You may end up in our
there's other
inbox.
But
things."
we will find you.
We've
But
got
we will find
matches.
you. We
I
will
love
reach out to you.
matches.
Would you prefer matches?
We should make 42 Strains matchbooks.
Oh, that could be
I'm
fun.
just saying. I'm sorry. I'm
No,
gonna
I'd
smoke.
love
These
Business
actually,
marketing
so every
on
time
here.
we order the evidence
Let us know.
brand,
It
it comes with the matches and the papers.
Yeah,
They
evidence
they
comes with
even
matches
they
and
were
papers.
they give it with. That is
Yeah,
amazing.
yeah. There's
That
one
is-
pack of matches.
Yeah,
and
would
one
you like to
pack
see
of-
42
one
strains
pack of
have matches?
papers.
Would you like to see us have rolling papers? Let us know at 42strains@toke.com.
So first
42
question.
Strains should have matches, and then we should get papers banned. Official papers.
Oh,
I think they're working on something like that.
that'd be
Are
cool.
they? Every time I hear our theme song, by the way, I want to make a joke like, you know what, I like that song, but it needs more cowbell or something like that. But then I listen to the song going and I'm like, it needs nothing.
Nothing. It's
It is
perfection.
It's
every
amazing.
I love it.
It's
I-
us.
It's
Go
it's so
check out
us.
Papers. They wrote
Papers.
our song. That's our song. Go check them out. Check out their show July 1st.
That's
Might
right.
be out after that, but probably not. First email we got today, you guys.
Here
this
we
is
go.
this is from Melissa. She's the one who we actually shouted out last episode for the resin ashtrays.
Oh,
She's
yeah, yeah,
absolutely
yeah.
Wonderful.
Oh, so she wrote in to get another shout out. That's what it is.
I mean, possibly, but hey,
She's
it
like,
works.
I'm
No shit here.
talented and I have all these awesome products, so please.
Yeah,
I mean,
and I think
she's
that's
got
exactly how she
beautiful
All right,
ashtrays.
you know what? Fair enough. I
I've
guess we'll
actually
buy it.
spoken to her.
And that's exactly it.
That is the best worst impression I've ever heard.
Best
Thank you very much.
worst.
Melissa, I hope you enjoyed it as much as we did.
Melissa says, this question is to all the members on 42 Strains.
Okay.
What has been the most beautiful place you've ever smoked? Let's go ahead. She actually has several, just so we're aware. She's got a pretty lengthy email, but we're definitely
Wonderful.
going to go through it. But first is, what is the most beautiful place you've ever smoked? I already know mine.
Go with yours. Go with yours.
Yeah, so I have a place that I go camping with my my buddy, and it's a really beautiful place. It's a really not very altered camping. It's very much flat ground in the middle of the mountains and forest, barely cleared out area for you to set up your tent and whatnot, and then you can survive on what you have. There's no bathrooms. It's
Nice.
that kind of really awesome.
Actual
you can get out
camping.
into the wilderness. There's a trailer type camping farther down.
Yeah.
But if you go higher up, there's a bunch of campsites. You bring what you bring, and that's what you're going to survive on.
Perfect.
There's nothing there for you.
I don't knock campsiting.
No,
I don't knock
but it's really cool that
campering,
you can
but
have
that is camping.
Yeah.
And that's what I like.
And you can make this. There's a little river that goes through this little mountainside, and you can kind of go down this river about a half to 3/4 mile hike to probably about a 40 to 50 foot drop of a waterfall that you could probably seat 10 or 15 people around the top of it and be surrounding the width of the waterfall. And it is just beautifully level. It has a great view over the whole valley that the mountain sits above. And yeah, we literally brought a backpack, Charizard, the piece that we still have. I brought him with us. I literally
Nice.
ripped a huge bowl in Charizard at the top of a waterfall, middle of the hot day. It was
Oh, that's wonderful.
yeah, I mean, literally, I can't think of another place that was just that beauty of where I was at the time and what I
Hell
was
yeah.
doing. Best friends, it was bang. It was that perfect moment. Yeah,
Nice.
beautiful. I can't remember the name of the spot right now, but I'll try to post it to Twitter.
Well, you also don't want to give it away
That
because
too.
then
Actually, it is a
everybody
little
will
bit.
fucking go.
I think my brain, my subconscious is
Must
You're like, I don't
protect.
remember it.
Yeah. So yeah, that one's mine.
Then
for
all you
most
fucking
beautiful
stoners
place
will
I've
be
ever
there. That's the
smoked.
thing.
Thank you for that question, Melissa.
Chuck, do you have an answer?
Yeah, I got two actually. One of them is on the way up to Oregon, and I can never remember the two different highways that you can take to get up there. But
Yeah.
it's the one that usually takes longer if you're going to go more scenic route. And we stopped on the outskirts of Weed, and
Oh,
there
okay.
was a rest stop area.
So you took the PCH. You took Pacific Coast Highway up.
I guess so.
Yeah.
I don't remember. I just remember
Scenic route going up to
the scenic
Oregon?
route going up to Oregon.
Yeah, gotcha.
But
Yeah, if it wasn't 5,
there
it
was-
the,
yeah.
Yeah.
that was PCH.
yeah.
Pacific Coast Highway.
It's gorgeous.
And
It
so
is a
we
gorgeous drive. That's
yeah.
how we had to get to Gualala.
we went ahead and pulled off on the side of the road. There was a rest area, and there was a stone bench donated by the United States Postal Service.
Ha!
And it was just overlooking a gigantic, huge field. And out there were 4 buffalo. Just chilling,
Oh,
minding their damn
shit.
business. And a huge, gigantic green pasture behind them, and a little pond on the other side over there behind them. And I just sat there, and I had this really gorgeous, 3-level glass blown steamroller. But it was not large. It was no Coke can size. More like one of those Red Bull kind of
Oh,
width
okay, gotcha.
cans.
Yeah.
A little bit longer, but it was all clear with a blue yellow glass. And I just remember, having my little grinder, breaking it down in there, and sitting there on the edge, just being like, "Well, this is just fucking beautiful." I thought it was really nice, just open, beautiful green area, super bright, and I was just like, "Buffalo." And then my pop came by, and I was like, "I'm gonna try," and I just passed it over him, and he took a hit. I was
Nice.
like, that was pretty fucking sweet. It was one of the first times I ever smoked with my pop, and it was just a quick little buzz hit. And to my knowledge, he hadn't smoked for years before then, so that was pretty cool. And one of the most beautiful spots.
That's a share. I
The
love
other one,
that.
the other one is along the Eel River, up in Humboldt Redwoods area.
Yeah.
And it was there's a really cool old backpackers and bicycle campground that you can get your hands on now at a rented spot, but you actually get keys to a gate, and you go in
Oh, shit.
half a mile or so, and there's a nice little campground that's right on the edge of the river, and you get your own little cove. And I just remember digging out an edge there and having a little mud bench and sitting down there and being like, "Pretty river."
Nice.
And it sounded like this.
Oh, really? I think I can see The river.
and there,
It's Babbling Brook.
and there.
No, this is wonderful.
And and so those are my pretty places.
Awesome.
Nice.
Rue.
For me, I think it's going to be. Oh, thank you.
I touched her butt. No, I just passed her the ball.
Are you gonna touch?
I think it would be our little spot, or the Airbnb that we stayed at in Gualala. When we were out on the balcony there, you could see right out. It was just that jagged Northern California coastline where
Yeah.
you just right to the
Oh yeah.
cliff
Yeah.
to ocean, no beach. But it was gorgeous to sit out on the deck or in the hot tub.
Like literally, you saw
and
it on this
smoke.
kind of cove of a coast.
You could
and go
always
out to the
hear it.
Pacific Ocean, and it was actually right where the sun set. Like the sun set right in that cove.
Yeah.
Yes.
It was awesome.
Yeah, or if you were at nighttime, the
I
stars
may
and moon were
or
just
may
right
not
around.
have booked that place for the view.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
No
we saw
shit.
some pictures of that
Really?
place, and it was almost like, yeah, that's definitely somewhere we can enjoy.
I mean, the place itself was nice. Also, like I said, it had a hot tub, it had a fireplace. Like
Yeah.
it was a good spot. But
Had
I mean,
a
yeah,
lot
you
of
saw the
pluses,
view.
So yeah.
Yeah, and it was just like, oh my god, yes, please, right here.
God.
Yeah, that place was gorgeous. Oh, and we were also
This
in a hot
this
tub.
bull
That
is
helps.
dead.
Yeah, that helps. Oh,
There's a
good.
bull
There's
alive
another one
shot right
packed.
there.
Yeah, I got it.
Get it together.
I'm sorry.
Never Dan.
What a see, and I feel it's weird here. So
Where have you smoked that spready?
lots of them, lots of places. Because I'm like automatically one of my first thoughts is going camping and hiking at Hell's Kitchen. Up near Bear Valley of California.
Bear Valley's
Some of those
gorgeous.
early morning hikes I used to go on as a teenager. God damn, that is beautiful. But I don't know how much of that is through the nostalgia haze of me being a teenager back then and not supposed to be smoking kind of thing. So I want to fast forward and I'm like, okay, well, Capitola, right at sunrise, when the art of stacking rocks. Do you guys ever stack rocks?
I
No.
don't do it, but I
Oh.
know of it.
I used to do it really early mornings in Capitola, California, and it'd be me and like two old hippies, and that was about it out there. And we'd pass joints back and forth to each other, and just watch the sunrise and the ocean waves and everything. So I would have to say that's one of the most beautiful. But there was a early morning I couldn't sleep in Tucson, Arizona. And it was in January, and nobody tells you how cold fucking Tucson, Arizona is in January. And I was outside smoking because the place I was staying, I couldn't smoke inside. And I just decided to go for a little walk up the hill. And there's all these those huge fucking cactuses that look like people flipping you off. You know, the
Yeah.
giant hand that does that. I'm walking all the way up this hill, and there's just nothing but those as far as the eye can see, and the sun's not up yet. I'm walking mostly on like the light of my phone, and I know this is stupid because I am not in an area that I know the wildlife very well. But I get to a point where I'm like, oh, there's this nice little kind of fallen over tree that I'm like, where the hell was this tree even grown? And so I just sat down on that and pulled out my joint and lit up, and I'm just sitting there listening to the world and the wind, and it's super fucking cold, and I feel something hit my face, and I look up and I touch it, and I'm like, that looks like a snowflake. January, up in this mountain just outside of Tucson, it starts snowing. Just this nice little flurry, lasted maybe 2 minutes
Okay.
of just this little flickering of snowflakes coming down as I'm smoking this joint. And it's that thought in my head going, you can see the glow of the sky start to come. No sun yet, but that glow is starting to form. I'm like, man, there's no way this can be better. I hear this rustle behind me and I turn. Sure enough, this coyote just kind of walks by looking at me as it goes off further away from me. But it just kind of wanted to make its presence known. I'm like, wow, thank you, fucking universe. How did you get better than that? Thank you. So
That's dope.
that's one of those moments that I'm like, I can't pass up as far as thinking about beautiful places.
Yeah, absolutely.
Snow in a desert mountain, and gosh, this is.
It's awesome. Yeah, great question on that one, Melissa.
Thank you, Melissa. I'm very sorry now for making fun of you. I
Well,
wasn't
Yeah, you
before.
jerk.
I wasn't before, but I.
Asshole.
Gosh. How dare you? These are our friends. Our spam.
I know. That's why I keep pulling it right to
And,
the mic for you.
So this one's specifically for Chucky D from Melissa. Which indica strain has been a go-to for you for pain relief?
Ooh.
I'm gonna probably jump on that
Just say,
question
yeah.
with you, Chucky
We
D,
need
if
the
that's
other
okay.
notebook.
'Cause-
Definitely, I was about to say
Wait
because
till the
there's
question.
oh,
that's a
wait till
really
the
good
next question. Okay,
And
never mind.
Oh.
Yeah.
Never mind.
You get a
I was about to
special
say something
one.
after him, but all right, fuck
Danny
it.
Dan Dan.
No, I'll
You're
just
gonna
shut
get
the
there.
fuck up.
You're gonna get there.
This is a show.
Hey,
I'm the
captain now.
No, I definitely
Look
would
at me.
say that as
Look
far
at
as
me.
like
Look
having
at
like something that's on a like a reoccurring strain that's my go-to. I don't have a consistent strain that's like my go-to. Honestly, like if we're talking about something where I'm like, oh no, my I have bad pain right now. I need to get this one particular strain. No, that's not what I do. I typically have I need a this. Hopefully it's at this cannabinoids. Hopefully it has some CBD in it. Hopefully it has a good THC content because I like the buzz along with the pain relief.
Yeah.
So usually I'm looking for ones that I'm going to be, looking in my tells and stuff that I want things that are going to be giving me a 3 with the effect. Like that's first and foremost. So
And then another part of that question too. Sorry to interrupt.
No,
you,
that's
but,
fine.
Anything you'd for sure suggest to anyone? Now that you mentioned you kind of don't necessarily have a single one you go to, but is there anyone that you'd for sure suggest to somebody?
not by name, but by quality and standards. If
Gotcha.
you need something that's going to be at least over 30% in the THC, and you want at least 0.02, 0.03% of the CBD in there, if you're looking to get the pain relief, because other than that, it's more method than it is strain type. At least for me. So I'd go for like balms, salves, things like that if it's topical that you're looking for, but you want to have THC and CBD. I don't go with just one or the other.
Is there any, just to name a brand, if you have one, is there anything that you found that worked really well for you, balm or salve?
I like particularly the CBD pouches that I've tried by
Oh.
Canadips that I've talked
Yeah.
about before, and we talked about a little bit last week.
Yeah.
Those are really good for tension and anxiety, and so I've definitely felt myself getting really loosey-goosey on those, but still maintaining really good focus. So definitely as far as that goes, if you're looking for pain relief, you got to get the good method of CBD. They have great flavors.
Yeah. Awesome, awesome. Thank you, Chuck. Thank you, Melissa, for that question, and get more from Melissa here.
You're
This is kind of
awesome,
her last
Melissa.
ones. To all the members on 42 Strains, what strain has been your go-to lately, and what do you like most about it? Taste, aroma, smoothness, or last? It's a question right there.
Go to lately.
I would say that more than a couple times we have gotten caramel cream from Evidence.
Yeah, that's a
And
good
that
one.
has been a nice smoke. And I would say I probably have really enjoyed the taste of that one, I think, is what I enjoy most about it. I mean, it's a great smoke in general, but I think like the taste, you're like, wow, caramel cream.
Yeah.
Not like it literally tastes like caramel cream, but it just really does bring that creamy,
Yeah.
smooth, kind of like sort of vanilla-y sweet thing to your palate. And yeah, I was really enjoying that. So caramel cream is one I can think of recently.
That's a good, it's a good one recently. And that's a good one for staying awake. If I want one for more nighttime, the lava cake.
Oh, the lava cake.
That's
Yeah,
been a
the
good-
cake is
Lava
good. That
cake.
one's
Yeah,
by
we actually
Something
have a little
Farms.
bit of that if you want to try some.
Wait, is that
Really?
one Evidence as well?
That one is not evidence. That
one's,
or is it? Is this one?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is evidence.
Oh, wonderful.
Wait.
Or no, there's it's the one that
No,
has
it's the
that.
other farm with
They
the
do
tractor
the
on it.
like pink and the blue
Yeah, they have
and
the
the.
leaves that are different colors on
Yeah.
it. I honestly can't remember the name. My apologies for that, or I would totally shout them out, but I'll tweet them too.
Yeah.
But yeah, they were really good. But yeah, this lava cake strain has been really good indica-wise. Yeah.
Yeah, that one's been nice.
See, it's hard to say go to because the fact that, like Chucky tested on or touched on the fact that I really like mixing it up. I would rather. I don't necessarily always go for the highest THC number that I can find because if I'm at a club and I see several different ones that are all comparable THC percentages. Then I go on some of the other things like talking to the people at the dispensaries. I like chatting if people are knowledgeable and find out
And hoping they're knowledgeable.
You can tell very quickly.
Yeah,
I can tell you right now.
there usually isn't a middle ground. I feel like when you run into a club, you either are going to run into a bud tender that like just likes smoking weed, or you're actually going to run into a bud tender that's like, oh no, I can kind of tell you about effect.
Or you'll somebody that's just in there.
Sometimes somebody that's just
and
and
if somebody does like honestly want to hear an indica strain from me, that like I guess I would say not my go-to, but it would be more of like what's available. Look for Miracle Alien Cookies. That's also known as Mac 1. It's a very good indica dominant.
Yeah, Mac's
and Mac 1's generally pretty good, and Mac 2 is kind of the evolution of that strain.
Perfect.
Different phenome down.
I was just gonna say that like at a couple of dispensaries that I'll shout out. One of them is down near my area. One of them is up near you guys. Jaden's Journey. If you've ever been to Jaden's Journey down in Modesto. It's a wonderful dispensary. Everybody there is very knowledgeable. And then up this way, the Sanctuary has got a very good staff of people that I've talked to on numerous occasions. And I would say that like going in and talking to people about certain things. But I do have certain strains that are not necessarily go-tos, but if I see them at a shop, I go automatically to buy them, and that's 100% because of the taste and the effect. If it has a killer taste, and I just Pink Champagne's one of those.
Oh,
Pink Champagne has a killer taste
it's so
and a
difficult to
killer
find.
effect.
It is.
So if I see it, I don't look at any
don't
numbers.
eat
I just give me some of that.
I just
I
get
need
it.
some of
If
that because I
yeah.
love it so much.
I think gelato's another strain I think people can rely on right
That's
now.
a good
I can say that
reliable.
you're never gonna go wrong, at least in my opinion. I've never had, and tell me if you guys have. I've never had a bad Gorilla Glue experience.
I've had some fall flat.
I want
but
to say
never
I had
be
like
bad.
an outdoor Gorilla Glue that was pretty weak sauce.
Okay, all right,
Once.
yeah, no, all
It's
mine have
kind of
been
one of
pretty
those things.
positive. I've
Now
had
that I'm
some that
thinking about it,
obviously
Green
tasted
Ribbon is
better.
a good one, actually, too.
Which one?
Green
Green
Ribbon
Ribbon.
is a good reliable one for me.
Yeah, you remember
I
that
have
one.
dabbed off of that and had flour. Yeah, Green
Green
Ribbon's
Ribbon
a
was really
solid.
I think there's
if
Green
I see
Ribbon and
that.
Green Crack, I believe, are the two variants.
Green
that
Crack.
Green Ribbon's my favorite of the two.
Yeah,
but if there's
it
Green
tasted
Crack,
better.
It's a good follow-up. It's a
Yeah.
good second.
Yeah,
I tried green crack in the CBD pouches actually.
really.
Yeah, that was really tasty.
Nice.
Had a good terpene profile.
Yeah, so-
Okay, maybe going that way it tastes better than the flour
Yeah,
that I
the
had.
taste on the pouches are ridiculous.
The taste on the
Yeah.
pouches are crazy,
You've
dude.
said that before.
We just got to make sure that we get one without coconut fibers.
Yeah, that would kill. I don't want to die.
So yeah, great questions, Melissa. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
not
awesome,
a question,
fam.
but she added on here. The lives on IG for the Cannabis Cup 2022 Southern Division have been entertaining. Getting to see each of your views on each strain, helping to code the possible meaning behind the name Styrofoam Cup was fun to be a part of. Hopefully, I can be of help again. Till next time, thank you. Yeah, thank you, Melissa.
Wow.
Thank you for emailing in. Thank you for those great questions. We appreciate you checking out our lives on IG.
Heck yeah.
We'd love to have you on the show. If you ever want to call in, we can get you on here sometime. Just hit us up. You already talked to us on Instagram. You already know where it's at, girl. Freaking hit us up. We'll get you on here. It'd be absolutely wonderful. You can help us do a whole
Please,
review
I
on
would
the
love
strain.
to.
We'll totally get that going.
I feel like I already know her from either being like the Styrofoam Cup episode of yours.
Live,
Chuck, yeah, that one. Come on, that.
It took teamwork.
Have her on. Come on, Melissa.
then-
Come on, bring an ashtray. We'll hang out.
And then just one more. I have one from Anthony. He said you brought an eighth of flour with you on your 2-week vacation.
Okay.
What is the most convenient way for you to smoke it and make it last? An eighth over 2 weeks.
1/8 over 2 weeks.
I mean, that just sounds absolutely impossible.
I'm
But we
rolling
are
it
a
into
podcast
joints.
And we need to try to do
I'm
it.
rolling it into joints and I'm cutting them in half.
Yeah, I was gonna
And
say
I'm gonna
there's
enjoy.
small
I'm gonna
joints.
Stubbies,
enjoy
you're gonna
the
enjoy
joint
stubbies.
in the morning when I wake
3.5
up.
grams.
I'm gonna enjoy the joints when I wake up in the morning, and then I'll have the doobie for the end of the night.
Or pipe, either small joints or pipe.
Yeah. But I wouldn't be able to really say that I would be getting a filter like out of a blunt. I wouldn't be getting a big ass bong rip out of that, because a bong I would just encourage me to take big rips because I can hit it like that. I'd probably
Oh, if I did pipe,
bring my dart, actually.
That's what I was gonna say too.
You know, I'd
I would
probably
get
say
the-
that if there's
you
anything
gave
else.
me a little keychain
because-
vial thing that would probably
Yeah.
fit up about a ground.
I have-
1/8, put that in another thing. Take the dart.
Yeah, I have this really amazing pipe that I got it has its own ash ejection. When you put your pipe or your weed inside of your jar, it actually has a little like concave to the outside of
Yeah.
it, so when you dig in there and twist, it packs and loads it, and you can get like 8 puffs,
Yeah.
9 puffs off of that.
Yeah.
You know, per little fill in you do there before you have to hit the ash eject button. It just depends on how deep you rip. So I mean, I'd
Some
probably
of
bring my
some
dart.
of my rips are more like 3 or 4
Man, you
for
know, it's
for one
really
dart
great,
full.
guys,
But
that
I
you
would
did
like
say.
set an alarm and like every 2 hours during those 2 weeks or
I
every
just
3
want
hours.
to say it's really wonderful that you guys thought of that idea, because I want you to know that Anthony is the founder and CEO of the Dart, actually.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
Oh Jesus!
You walked me into a role. You made me do a commercial without telling
What the
me or
fuck?
paying me.
Dude, that was entrapment.
You did.
That's pretty
Not
fun.
you, Anthony. I got nothing against
I
you
mean, he did
or your
send the
product.
email.
He did send
He
me-
sent the email, but he didn't hide who he was. That was this dick
Yeah, no, he
face.
definitely did sign it. Anthony Nguyen, founder and CEO of the Dart.
See, look, he was open and honest. It was this lying asshole sitting
Hey, but
next
guess
to
Damn
what?
me.
You know, we're gonna bring you a little bit of lies for all of the truth.
All right,
That's
fair
wonderful.
enough.
Look at
Fair
that.
enough.
Look at that. Yeah,
Anthony, I
the
love
Dart
your
would be
product. Thank you very much for having it.
Great. Yeah,
because
the Dart is great. Love shouting out the Dart, Anthony. You're awesome. I love the email. I love that I used you and used them.
I
And
have
I
the
just
Dart-
want to say I'm laughing my ass off because I'm friends with this guy and I forgot his name was Anthony at the time. So I'm just sitting here being like, yeah, I totally bring my dart, and then I was like, wait a minute. Dun
I
dun
have-
dun.
It's funny. I have my dart with that little keychain vial that you gave me, Chuck,
Yeah.
in the center console of my car.
See, I'm
At
telling
all
you.
times.
That's really
At all
funny.
times.
At the ready.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, hey, check them out. Look up the Dart Co on
Absolutely.
Instagram.
Check out Dart.
It's
yes.
one of
Thank
the best
you,
little
Anthony.
sneaky tokes
Thank
you'll
you.
ever find.
Yeah.
Thank you, Spam. Thank you, Anthony. Thank you, Melissa, for your emails. That's wonderful. That is amazing. We love you. We love our spam. We love getting emails. We love answering emails in multiple episodes in a row from real live people.
Real people.
I love you, Spam.
Real people to our real email. And following that, Lady and Jen, we need to know what you think about the taste of berry pie.
Berry pie.
What do you think about this taste? 1 to 3. Tell system. Let's go.
No, I like this stuff. I would say I give it a 2 myself. I don't think it's the most flavor profile that's like out there, but it's definitely not weak sauce. I definitely get some fruit in it. I can attribute that to berry. I would say blackberry, if any, but it's nothing super strong. It's nothing. It's nothing I would be denying anybody. But if somebody was like, "Hey, you got some good weed?" I wouldn't be afraid to show them this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd
I
say.
second that.
Yeah.
Second on a 2 there. Serve it down.
Yeah, I was on the first bowl. I was thinking, damn, this. I got a lot of the fruit flavor. I got a lot of that berry flavor. So I'm like, this is tasty. But that went away very quickly.
Yeah, it's not as strong anymore. huh?
Like
The
way
saturation
faster than
of flavor.
something called berry pie should.
Okay. Yeah,
In
I'm
my
not even
opinion.
getting any like baked notes or anything. I'm just getting fruit.
Yeah,
flavor.
just a hint of fruit in each one. So I would definitely agree with the 2.
Yeah.
Because you
Give it
guys
a
are
2 as
fruity.
Yeah,
well.
you know.
Yes.
I love you.
Yes.
Happy Pride.
Happy Pride Month.
If
Happy
it still
Pride
comes out,
Month.
yeah. It's I would definitely agree with the 2. I don't
Awesome, too.
I don't think I would say it's as solid as Chuck made it appear, but I would say it's easily a 2. It's not something you're gonna go, ugh, I don't want this.
Yeah.
Awesome, wonderful.
Yeah.
42 strains given berry pie by evidence, a 2 for taste.
Did you just fall in line with the 2, or did you also agree?
100% agree.
Oh, okay,
100%
wonderful.
agree.
100%.
Absolutely agree. Everything you guys said, nailed it. I literally don't need to say anything because you said all the things I was
Unanimous.
thinking.
Look at that shit.
Vote.
Money.
Look at us just
Like literally,
flow
chef kiss.
through.
I had like one more thing, and then you were like, "Boom, got it."
Oh,
Like,
got it.
Superman
All right,
nailed
there
it.
you
And I
go.
was like, it was the not. It was the
That's their
flavor
freest
not
advance.
continuing.
Not continuing,
through
yeah.
the smoke. And
Yep.
that was like the last thing I had in my mind. And it was like, bang.
Oh, there we go. We all got it. We
But
covered
guess
it.
what? Guess what now? Guess what time it is now?
Oh, go ahead.
What time is it?
Wacky news!
Yeah, when you don't have papers make your wacky news theme song, you just make your own wacky news theme song. Because this is Double A here with you for wacky news right now. And let me tell you guys, we got some exciting ones. The first one I want to go over, very marijuana related. So it's going to be very appropriate.
Very marijuana?
Yeah, very.
Cannabis relations.
Very,
Oh.
very.
Title of article,
I
bus
don't-
driver.
Very
I don't smoke marijuana.
But,
What?
sir.
Do we smoke marijuana?
Good sir.
Wait, is that what we're doing?
We,
playing.
Shit, I'm a pothead. I didn't know.
well, I guess now you know.
Now I know, and
Now
knowing
you
is half
know.
the battle.
Oh, speaking about knowing, a bus
shit.
driver says he didn't know his gummy snacks included THC, in which he is now being charged with 38 counts of reckless endangerment after blacking out behind his steering wheel while smacking on some freaking gummies he said he did not know were THC infused.
How blacked out was he?
Apparently,
Surfer Dan. Take those.
looks like he
please.
just came to a really hard stop on Interstate 95 in Stratford, and he was driving 38 passengers.
So what each charges for each one of those individual
Yes.
passengers? They're not separate instances. He's
Yeah,
being
just
charged
like
for
in
the
a
individual
car.
children.
Yeah, just like in a car, you can get charged.
What time of day was it?
Looks like
Between the hours of 7 a.m. and 4 p.m. If it had 38 in the bus, it would be students. So it would have to be either
Oh,
before
is
school.
this is a
It
school
does-
bus?
it does not know.
I'm thinking it's a school
You're
bus.
assuming school bus?
He
I'm
was driving this
automatically
bus from
assuming.
the Mohegan Sun Casino. So
God damn it.
Oh.
I just know some bus drivers out there who I could see munching on what they thought
So-
were CBD gummies.
So here's a great
and about
thing.
halfway through going, I'm feeling kind of
So
weird.
here's the great thing. Definitely says found Chen slumped unconscious in the driver's seat next to an open package of Smokies edibles, cannabis infused fruit chews. How much could he not have known this?
Hold on.
Buddy.
And do we know what state this was in?
This is in New York.
All right, so in New York, an individual.
Or sorry, this is in Massachusetts.
What was the brand?
Boston.
What was the name?
Big Smoke.
Smokies.
Smokies
Smokies.
edible cannabis infused fruit chews.
We need to make a
Like I
whole
guarantee
commercial.
that was the name
A
on the
commercial.
packaging.
Smoky.
He was-
Yeah, in
I-
big letters.
I'm
Smoky.
going. So I'm going to email them.
Please.
I'm going to contact
Smokies?
Smokies. Yeah.
We need to try. If they're so potent
That he's
that they can
passing
knock a
out.
bus driver out.
To be fair, okay, let's play.
Those
play a little
fuckers
devil's
do
advocate
meth.
here. I'll play a
No,
little
not all
devil's
Wonder
bus
if it
advocate
felt
here.
like he
Not
got hit by a
He,
bus.
he really doesn't know, right? He really does not know.
He
If this
he
was
might have
a-
thought they were
If
CBD.
this is like a pack of 100.
True.
And also,
like-
I'm wondering is who gave them to him.
Yeah.
He bought
You
them.
know. Well, I mean, okay, but if he didn't know
If
they
you
were.
don't buy something, you don't. Nobody gifts you something called Smokies.
Are you kidding me? All right, so
In
I mean,
this
I don't know,
circle you're
man.
talking to right now, I think that's a little.
Surfer Dan,
That's
I've
a-
had
that's
a
a lot.
lot of wonderful gifts given to me, and
That's true.
considering I was one of the winners
Yeah,
of Tommy
That's
Chong's
true.
giveaway,
Never mind. Yeah,
I
you would.
cannot
You
say
would.
that
Yeah,
in
never
my
mind.
life that
Okay.
people don't just give you something.
All right, fair enough.
So-
I stand corrected.
So
No,
I want to
stand
just say, like,
corrected.
we don't know any of the other circumstances regarding around how this individual
Yes.
came to have these.
So we don't know.
Why wouldn't he know they were? And, like, you know, that's what I'm saying. If he's getting
Yes.
charged with this, that's pretty fucking serious.
Oh yeah, 38.
And so 38 accounts of
Okay,
and so
playing,
in regards to
playing
the
devil's advocate, then.
okay,
Yeah.
So he went and bought cannabis infused. He's never bought cannabis infused anything before because New York didn't they just recently?
Massachusetts.
Oh,
Massachusetts.
Massachusetts.
He's in
I'm
Boston.
sorry.
Yeah, his house is in Boston.
I thought it,
Mass.
but is it?
It's pretty similar.
Is Massachusetts? When did Massachusetts legalize? Do we know?
I can look
Even
at that
for medical.
information.
Anyway, so that besides the point. But let's assume, what if he's never purchased this product before, any type of product like this before, and he was told to find a CBD, and he was like, "What is CBD?" And their response was, "It's the stuff out of weed that helps your body feel better."
And so he
went
goes
and
and takes that
purchased
knowledge to THC on
and
accident.
doesn't know the difference between CBD and THC.
No, I can attest that I've definitely had to assist a senior citizen with that aspect, because he came to me and he was like, "Hey, I'm not having any luck with this, and this," and I explained to him the
Yes.
difference between CBD and THC, and he was like, "I had no idea."
No.
And so once I gave him the right thing, he came back to me and he was like, "So I did listen to you."
Pretty recently, 2018.
He was like, "I did listen." Oh, okay,
Okay.
2018 there. He goes, "I did listen to you." He goes, "But I actually, I asked him to give me something with a higher dosage of THC," and I was like, "Why?" And he was like, "I decided I wanted to feel funny."
Yeah.
And I was like,
Nice.
"All right, fair enough."
There you go. Feel
You
fine.
know, so that's your decision. And I used to sit down and have breakfast next to this dude on the weekends, like
Yeah.
randomly.
Oh, yeah.
And so when I found out about that, I gave him a couple of the pouches and stuff, and he told me how he was, experiencing that. So, definitely.
Playing devil's advocate, if this guy gets a good enough lawyer, I think he could look,
He can
I
get it-
don't
he
know.
can get it less. He can get
A
it.
lesser
He
sentence.
can definitely get a lesser sentence. Probably.
I bet you he
I would
could
hope
drop
so.
down to
Especially
one
depending on the
group
circumstances.
No one was
endangerment.
hurt. He
Yeah.
just I guess came to like a sudden stop.
And if he didn't know and he's never been in trouble for stuff like this before, if he has a good driving
he
record,
doesn't
if he
speak
has.
English, by the way, he needed a Chinese interpreter entirely. So
Oh, man, so he also could not have been able to read the package too, depending. That's fucked up.
But if he was told to look for CBD, and when he asked what that was, the person said it was from
But to get
cannabis.
THC ones, he would have had to have gotten it if from
Listen
the
to
club
the
and someone
title.
gave it to him.
Listen to the title of the product. Smokies cannabis infused. I'm playing lawyer for this.
But no matter
Mr.
what,
Chen, call me. I will be your attorney.
Mr. Chen,
You,
You
Do
did
not
not
call
pass
him.
the
How do you say
bar.
no in Mandarin, like
I'm going to just say
No. Yeah, that's all I've got. I'm sorry.
So, yeah,
Someone
that's pretty
Google
crazy.
Translate that or
That's
find a
pretty crazy.
translator.
Hey, don't slam 10 edibles and decide to drive a bus full of people. Okay, guys, that's
No.
not recommended.
no.
Next
But school
on
children,
Wacky News.
perfectly fine.
Next
damn,
on
I
Wacky
really want to
News,
slam 10
staying on
edibles,
the-
though, right now.
We're staying on the East Coast here. A New Hampshire
East
distillery
side.
turns an invasive crab species into a delicious whiskey.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
I'm sorry.
Whiskey has crabs.
Could you?
Yeah, Rue, putting it very, very simply, this whiskey has crabs. Yes. There is
I met a
apparently
brandy who had crabs.
There's
Oh.
it's called the New Hampshire Green
Huh.
Crab Project. The whiskey is called Crab Trapper Whiskey.
Crab trapper.
Yeah, it's got a custom
my
crab.
Oh,
nickname.
so
College.
like this is like a thing.
Yes, this is unfortunately a thing.
Yeah.
It has crab on the nose for certain. Some fucking guy from Forbes who thinks he knows everything about whiskey.
Forbes.
Did he just say it has crab on the nose?
Yes.
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 Oh,
So, like-
he definitely went to college in Richmond, California.
So like,
He has crab
so
on the
like,
nose
is he
too, then.
saying this whiskey smells like crab? Because it's on the
Essentially,
nose?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
He's saying like
Yeah,
there's
it
crab
would-
smell on
That-
the nose of
There's-
this
it
whiskey.
smells
Yeah,
crabby.
Absolutely.
it smells
That's
crabby.
absolutely
Oh,
what
Crabbish.
he's quoting
it's
in this
grumpy.
Crabbish,
if you
It's grumpy
will.
whiskey.
Grumpy whiskey? That's what you wanted to go as? Grumpy
Oh.
whiskey.
Does that mean you're only supposed to drink it when you're crabby?
I thought,
Aww.
wait, are we supposed to drink whiskey when we're not crabby?
Yes.
Well, yeah, and then especially if you get crabby when you're on
Whiskey
said
in the
whiskey, then you
morning,
drink
whiskey
more,
in
and then
the
you go
evening,
take it
whiskey
out
in
on.
summer.
So that's pretty crazy, though. And also I think that's kind of a really wild way to like try to take care of an invasive species in your state. Like turn that shit into liquor and drink it. Imagine going out to the coastline of New Hampshire and just looking at all the crabs, just slamming a fucking ice cold
I mean-
beverage of their fucking blood.
Reduce,
I get
reuse,
that.
recycle?
I get-
100%.
Yeah.
I think there's more than a few inappropriate jokes that can be made here.
There
I have
had
not
to
already
be-
made them. What are you talking about?
there
might be
had to
inappropriate
the
to say.
person who came up with it. I've just pictured
It
a
was
town meeting. I just picture a town
Town
meeting, and they're all
meeting.
trying to figure out. Okay, this invasive species of crab is ruining
This was,
all
dude,
of
no.
our fish.
This was the University of New Hampshire that
Oh
did
fuck!
this.
So okay,
The
so
school.
it was a school.
The
It was
Oh,
a
Oh, okay.
university
So the
board.
kids wanted to drink class.
That's
No,
what's
'cause
up.
it
So they were
wouldn't have
like,
been
"Hey,
the
let's make
students
crab
who made this
whiskey."
decision.
Piss
It
off the
would have
dean.
been the
Not even
dean
like
and
the grad kids?
Oh, they
No,
might
no,
have
so
helped.
the college got a distillery to
Yes.
do this. The college.
So
their
somebody's
science
gotta run it,
department, It
though.
was one stoner in their chemistry department.
This was
That
literally
said,
just a senior project. That's what
hey,
we're not getting in the article. It was just a
That's
senior
that's
project.
what the students are somehow involved.
They found this
I don't wanna
distillery in the
take care of
janitor's
these
closet.
friends.
There was a lawsuit
can
that almost
drink
happened.
them.
They
Oh,
came this up as a cover
Dude,
story.
I left like 3 crabs in my igloo overnight.
This is a
and
fucking
I
cover
forgot
story.
about
That's
them,
all it
and then
is.
I
This is
drank
a
the
fucking
contents.
cover
I got
story.
Yeah.
fucked up.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
that's pretty wild. Now I just want some crab. I want to try it.
I
Now I
gotta
want a
try
crab
that.
dinner. I'm
Hey,
hungry
Hey,
for
while you're
crab.
emailing
Anyone
people,
from New
Chuck, can
Hampshire?
you
I'll have whiskey
email-
on the side.
If
Can
anyone
you
from New
email
Hampshire is
crab
listening,
trapper while
Crab
you're
trapper?
emailing people?
Smokies,
gonna-
cannabis, fruit
Trap-
choice.
you
Trap
want to email
crab?
the distillery.
Because let's try
Whiskey crab whiskey.
crab trapper whiskey
Crab trapper whiskey.
and
While
Smokies
we're-
cannabis.
Yeah,
with
and
you.
Smokies candy. Same episode. We'll do it.
Oh my gosh, I don't know if I want to try this whiskey.
Ooh, I wonder if crab
It
pairs
smells like
well with
crab.
fruit.
Rue,
It has no
if you
substance.
try this whiskey, I will.
It has crab on the nose. Get it right. It doesn't smell like crab. It has crab.
Do you not
on
like the
nose.
taste of crab?
I mean, I do, but I don't know if I don't want that on my whiskey.
Rue, if you try this whiskey, I will
I love
brush my
crab.
teeth and then give you a lap dance after we try this whiskey.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, I was wondering
get
why
it.
the
I get
brushing
it.
the teeth
Why
was
is Eric
involved.
Making you brush your teeth. That's where I was at. I was like,
I just thought it was some weird fetish that Dante had all of a
I
sudden. He's
only
like,
get
I
lap
will give
dances
you a
once I
lap
brush
dance
my teeth. It's
while
hard to
I'm
dance when
brushing my
teeth. Don't feel
teeth.
clean.
It's just this thing with me and Aquafresh. I don't know.
Oh.
Yeah,
I'm-
that's-
you know what? I'm about it.
Thing.
Let's
No.
go.
Oh no, I'm a
into
Lister
it.
fiend. Let's talk
Oh,
about
Lister
that.
fiend.
Fiend,
Let's talk
ooh.
about it.
Let's talk about it.
No, I love
No,
crab. We
okay,
used
but
to
don't
like
need to talk about
growing
it.
up. We had crab for dinner every Christmas. Like I love crab. But
Now just
that's
have a
not-
hint of it on the nose of your
I
whiskey.
don't,
Calm down.
I don't know.
So imagine when you smell the crab being put on your plate
Hmm.
and you lift that glass to your nose and you're like, oh, it smells like Christmas
hint.
morning.
See, I should be lifting crab to my in Christmas night, not morning. Why would we have crab in the morning?
I don't know.
Hey, I think there are a lot of people.
Look, I don't know
in
what you white
Alaska,
people
in
do.
Canada and Antarctica
You know what?
that
You're
are
right.
Really offended at what you.
You're right. You're right.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Crab
I'm
is a
used to.
delicacy.
I'm used to having it as like. Well, that's what I'm used to having as like a nice like
I've
fancy
had
dinner.
crabs and omelets before. They're fucking delicious.
You've had a
that's
crab
nice.
one.
Ooh.
Crab, yeah.
Ooh.
Hey,
Hey,
Here's
I had
what we
those
need to
crab
talk
cakes,
about.
eggs Benedict a couple weekends ago. That was wonderful.
Ooh.
Oh my gosh, guys.
Yeah, what the
Calm
fuck?
down.
Crab in the morning?
Start
Okay.
slobbering on
Okay.
my
Now
mic
you're
over
convincing me
here.
into crab breakfast.
Look
then,
at
least
that
now.
crab breakfast.
The whiskey.
Crab goes really good with the hollandaise sauce for
Ooh, I
eggs
bet.
Benedict. Yeah,
That-
no?
We just
Yeah,
have to
that
do
creamy.
brunch soon, Rue.
We do.
Yeah. Brunch it up.
Antarctica, where some people probably eat crab for breakfast.
Yeah.
There's some hiring
If-
positions
if they
in
wanna share
Antarctica
some
if you thought about
recipes.
relocating. Here's
Antarctica?
what it's for.
I've
You want
literally
me to
always wanted
relocate?
to go to Antarctica.
The post office in Antarctica
Are we
is
trying to
hiring,
relocate?
And here is, unfortunately, you do need to have some skills. Let me go ahead and list them.
I need
Okay.
skills.
You need to be able to sort mail.
I
I
have.
can do
Is
that.
that-
You need
Okay.
to be able to sell postage stamps to people
I can do
Yeah,
that.
okay.
that want them.
Okay.
What?
Not that you have to sell.
Oh, so I don't have to be like a
postage stamps
salesman
people.
at this.
I don't have to
Okay.
go like
You just
door
have
to door
literally
in
Be able
Antarctica.
to have the ability to sell stamps.
Like work a register.
to
Yeah.
a person.
Gotcha.
Got it.
I don't even know if there's a register. There's
That's
probably a
fine.
drawer
I,
with
I
it.
worked at a very small dog kennel. We did not have a working
Also,
register.
here's gonna
You can
be
do
the
this.
tough part.
Okay, gotcha.
Maybe it's not for everyone.
All right.
You do need to know how to count penguins. And if that's what you can do, this
I believe.
I-
I believe
Hang on,
something
I
just
have-
happened to her.
I have a question.
sploosh.
something.
How many penguins are like? Are we talking like tens of penguins, hundreds of penguins?
Well, I
I
think
don't
you
know,
have
but
to
you need
try.
to count them.
You have to count them by threes or
They
fives.
don't know, Rue.
Because-
That's why they're
I wanna
hiring
just state
someone to
that
count
nowhere in
them.
the
Because if
article
we're getting
does it
into-
say you need to count them threes or fives.
Because if we're getting into like hundreds of
I'm adding the
penguins,
article.
I
I'm
don't
letting
know if
you
I
know.
can count like
I'm-
that.
I'm letting you
They're
know.
gonna move around. I'm gonna lose track.
I don't.
But like
I
if
don't
we're in
wanna
like the
sound racist
tens,
or anything, but penguins
Why are you about to
all
sound
look alike.
racist? We're talking about penguins. What?
Penguins all look alike. How are you gonna?
No, they do
One,
not.
That's
I can
specious
show you,
than
like,
anything, and then by
that's
the way,
why
they do.
because
Like,
exactly
different kinds
like
of
once they
penguins.
start moving
Four.
around and stuff,
Is
if
that
there's
the same that
hundreds
I
of them,
counted as four? I'm
Well, you
gonna
have to
start
be
over.
able to count
I
them
mean,
by fives.
okay, here's what I'll give you guys.
Five,
Things I know
okay.
about penguins.
Gotcha.
penguins.
Because if you see
Penguins.
5 of them at
Had
a
to get
time,
in
you can go
there.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30,
Listen,
35. That's faster than
penguins
one,
do
2, 3.
often march in a line.
They do.
That's
Yes.
true.
that
Okay,
is a
that
little
helps.
Much like
advantageous.
birds fly. in
That-
line.
Also-
Yes,
That
got it.
assists.
Also,
Yes.
they do tend to, even when they're not moving in a line, they do tend to take turns very often. So if you do catch them in an activity, it might be easier to to count them.
differentiate.
Which is
Because-
why it's
Okay,
best to
fair.
count them in threes when they're in a line.
I like
No,
it.
why the 3s and 5? Like maybe the 5s, but the 3s is nonsense.
It's easier.
I think
No,
I
it
can
is
do this
not,
job. Wait,
because
is that
it's
all the
absolutely
skills
not.
I need?
3, 6, 9.
That's
Yeah,
it?
that's the
all
list.
I need.
That's the list.
I want it.
I don't even
I'm in.
need a
I'm
salary.
Because it's
interested.
one more
at
than
that
2,
point.
but
This
it's
is-
2
I
less
get to play with
5, so it
penguins?
just works out
Well,
better
hold on,
when
think
they're
about
in
it.
a line.
It's
You
in
can do 3, 6,
Antarctica.
9, or you
It's
can
true.
5, 10.
How
I'm
many
gonna need
people
some
are
good
buying
jackets and
stamps?
boots.
You get splitting the difference number.
Probably
So
a
look,
lot.
Here, let me. Do you want
In
so those are the
Antarctica?
pros. You get to count penguins.
Everyone up there.
I
Do you want
like
the
it.
Down
cons of the job.
Down there.
Yeah, what
Sorry.
is the cons of the job? Do you have to pick up
high.
after the
Go
penguins?
down.
So
not
the
up.
cons is
But
it
I
can dip
like
as
that.
low as
The
23 degrees.
tweed
That's
is
cold.
Fahrenheit.
Oh, you can get higher.
I like
You
Sorry.
cannot flush the toilet.
You may not flush
You
the
may
toilet
not flush the toilet.
ever.
Oh.
Ever. A
It
camping
just
toilet
becomes a
must be
mount-
empty daily.
Wait, where
There's
are we?
also no running waters or showers.
Oh.
Visiting ships offer staffers showers every few days in some cases.
Oh, that's
Staff may
nice.
go up to 2 weeks without
So-
showers.
We'll be good friends with dry shampoo.
Communication
Look at
is
that.
also limited.
Fuck you, I
There's
don't need
no
dry
internet
shampoo.
access,
Baby
no
wipes.
cell phone
Well,
reception, and satellite
aren't
phone
you
calls
just
are very, very
fancy
costly.
dancy
How
over
much is it
there?
cost? How much does it pay?
It does not. How much,
I don't
it does
need
not
to know
say
the pay on that one. This
It
is all
pays you in the
pluses.
amount of. It probably pays you at the amount of penguins you count.
Oh.
You get paid per penguin?
Oh, then I'd hope I'd be counting
No,
about
you
5.
get paid per 3 or 5 penguins.
3 or 5.
Thank you. See?
Because it's easier. I get it.
Thank you.
Okay.
Right there.
So yeah, if that
I'll apply.
if those all are things that sound good to you, like
you start off at 5s, and then once you know you've been there a while, you've gained
I
some
think they pay
seniority.
you in
Then you
ice
can work up your way
dollars.
up to the
Yeah,
the
work
that way you
3.
get in Antarctica, you get sand dollars at beaches, and you get
Like ice dollars?
and
I stall. Yes.
glaciers.
Uh,
That's exactly
That-
right.
How that works?
I'm gonna
Yeah,
let
is that
it.
right about-
Like-
Oh,
I'm
I
not
think
gonna
so.
fucking argue with
It
that
can
at all.
only-
Wonderful.
it
So
can
that
only
was
be
wacky
spent at the
news. Ice
fortress.
dollars and passed out bus
Sanctuary.
drivers. Let's go. You know, that's how we do
Bus
it. Wacky news.
drivers
Thank
are
you so much.
high.
That sounds like a song by Papers Band.
Wacky news!
Thank you very much, all of us, for doing that. Song. Wonderful. Now, team,
You're welcome.
Yes.
effect. We are at effect.
Oh my god.
1 to 3. Where's the effect, people? Where is it? Tell me now.
I mean,
I'm-
really high.
I'm baked. Like I'm I'm actually-
Eyes.
pretty obliterated. Am I 3 obliterated? I don't know. I've actually been 3 recently in the last couple weeks, and I lose the ability to talk, and not just where I won't say things, but where I think I'm saying things right, and it's words
gone.
do not happen.
Oh, I definitely remember a couple of those
So,
lives there. buddy.
No, that's
Yeah.
not a stroke.
no, that's just
Hey, there
What?
is sensitive company
It's
here.
sensitive. I mean, is he
Jeez.
really sensitive?
Not so much.
I mean,
Not
by
so
age
much.
alone, who knows how brittle that skin
That's true.
is?
It's Papers Thin.
Oh.
He was there.
Oh my goodness, absolutely. Oh, I missed the sound cue.
Oh.
Yeah,
Aw.
that's right.
What's
yeah.
it do?
Oh,
Why-
it's okay.
There we go.
Wah, wah, wah. I thought I got a rim shot on that one. That's
Wow.
All right.
All right. So that was
Yeah, that's one I didn't
Nice.
show off last week. Ooh.
Mm.
All right. So, what are you going to?
yeah. That's a
Sounds
2
like
for
a
me
I
here.
think it's strong too.
I think
is
it's
a
a
two,
very
but this is a
solid
two.
2.
I would say in this day and age, and what I've smoked recently, and what I've smoked in my lifetime, this is probably just a good 2.
What about you, Surfer Dan?
I'm gonna agree with the 2. I'm
it's just
gonna
a 2.
agree. I like.
It's just not a 1.
Oh, it's not a 1. There's
It's
no
just
way it's
not
a
a
1. I can make an argument that the
5 to 7 minutes.
the first
3 to
couple of
5
hits,
penguins.
3 to 5.
the first couple of
3 to 5
hits
penguins.
are very strong,
It does the.
but it
yes.
mellows itself out
The
very
initial
quickly
climb
in the
and
bowl.
drop is like bing boom.
Yeah.
Fucking right in
So
there.
I'm gonna say.
But I do
yeah.
enjoy the cruise of the high afterwards.
Oh yeah, no,
It's
it's
not
a
like
nice.
it's one of those ones that does that quick start up and drop, and then you're kind of like, well, where the fuck am I? It is a nice, just cruising
Look,
high. the
it
whole
may
time.
have plateaued, but it's a pretty view here.
Exactly. Yeah. Like
So
you're
I'll
just
t-
like
I'll
this
take
isn't
a
the
solid-
longest hike I'm
yeah.
taking. It's not like a
No,
problem.
it's a 2.
Yeah, a 2 for effect. All right, 2 for effect from 42 strains.
Yes.
That's wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. Next is going to be a little bit of a news segment that I'm excited to try out with you guys. We are going to go over a bit of an article from High Times Magazine.
Oh,
I think
good.
that's going to be
I love
really
it.
fun.
We
This
have
is-
articles now.
Yeah, because we're like a podcast and stuff, and we
We
have
like-
like sound equipment, and we're like doing things
Doing stuff.
kind of like professionally a little
I
bit.
thought we were just here to
Little bit.
smoke weed.
So, yeah, we have a High Times magazine. This is from March of this year, 2022.
Baby, we're
I get these
professional.
by ordering through High Times Club. They're amazing. The article I wanted to go over today, mainly because we're going to kind of run into this sort of topic here. Rue and I, as we're going to be taking
Yeah.
a trip this year where we need to fly. This article in High Times is called "Fly Domestic, Smoke Domestic." What traveling tokers need to know when they cross state lines in the United States. I'm not going to read the whole article here. Do please go check it out. You can probably check it out online. If not, sorry, sucks to suck. I guess you can't get High Times. You're going to hear about it on our podcast that you can listen to on Podbean, YouTube, and Spotify. Thank you very much. But they do have a cool little list of states here and what you should expect while traveling over state lines to these places.
Gotcha.
We'll
All
just
right.
go in alphabetical order here. Let's go with Alaska. Alaska does not honor out-of-state medical patients. That's very important to know.
That's very good to know.
Very important to know. However, that should not matter because any adult ages 21 or over can purchase up to an ounce.
Oh, Jesus.
So there
Okay.
you go,
We don't honor it because you can get it anyway,
You
man.
don't need it.
There's like 600 of us. How many of us are really trying to stop you, right?
Yeah.
Arizona, limited reciprocity? What the hell is that word?
Means that there are some state licenses that they will honor, and that there are some states that they will honor theirs.
Yeah, 'cause
so
it says
it's
provided for visiting
Yeah.
qualifying patients. I think
Yeah.
you have to have certain type
reciprocity. Is that what the?
Yeah, I believe that's
yeah.
probably how you pronounce that. Yeah, RECIPROCITY.
I think it's reciprocity.
Reciprocity.
Reciprocity. Okay, that's
Yeah.
what that's.
Under a narrow list of qualifying conditions, it's probably pretty hard. Arizona's still kind of pretty conservative.
Very, very strict
All
and
adults, though,
conservative.
can purchase up to 2.5 ounces.
Oh, nice.
I go on that. Here, Surfer Dan, why don't you go ahead with
Oh,
the,
shit, I need to
California
read?
and the
All
next
right,
couple of,
let's see if I
you?
can- I don't know.
Remember how to you invent.
I don't know. See, the problem is, and I love High Times magazine. Don't get me wrong, and the feel of physical magazine
It's
again
like,
feels
ooh.
great. But whenever they do any
That
of their
color.
side
Yeah,
stuff,
just
they
for our
always
viewers,
pick
they-
this very nice weed green color.
Yeah, it's like a dark green.
but it automatically turns. It's a olive-ish green. Wouldn't you say? I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm kind of
olive-ish.
colorblind.
yeah,
so
a
you
little
tell me.
olive.
Olive-ish.
And all the prints in white. So let's see how much I could read California. I got that word.
See, I
That's-
thought it was going to be because it's in text and not glyphs.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I'm so used to feeling the carvings on the cave wall to
Damn,
know.
because you're old as shit.
that I am. Let's
Get it
see,
like you're a
this is-
fucking caveman.
This is, that gets a rim shot. Son of a bitch. All right.
Of course
so
I get a rim
I'm
shot.
gonna. Well,
She also gets rim jobs
you.
if she asks.
I think I need to just get a sound bite of just moaning.
Yes,
at this
please.
point, just
I'll do it.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
exactly.
welcome
Do
to.
I need to like rate this episode differently all of a sudden?
Yeah.
Possibly.
Welcome to 42 Strains news segment. Let's make the old guy read while high.
Oh, do not give me that good of an idea there, sir.
Oh.
That just
Anyone-
sounds too fun. Sorry.
Anyone 20, you're just gonna make me do eye tests randomly while high. Anyone 21 and older can purchase up to 28.5 grams,
Whoa.
1 ounce.
Nice.
that's-
Why don't you just fucking say
Sounds
it?
Because it's
so
California,
big.
they like to be like that.
No,
You
I
that.
know. We live here. I get it. I understand. But what the fuck, California? Why? I'm sure you're gonna just say fucking 1 ounce.
Maybe we're
you
trying to like show
dicks.
respect to the metric system.
well,
There's no respect to the metric
We need
system.
more.
Yeah.
Of cannabis or 5 grams of concentrate. California does not accept out-of-state medical cannabis. However, the process of attaining a doctor's recommendation is fairly swift, and they are open
Yeah, I mean,
to
like literally
visitors.
15 minutes.
And we now have complete recreational.
Yeah, entirely,
So
yeah, 21
it
and over,
really
it's fine.
doesn't matter. But it brings up. I know we're still reading the article, and I'm glad I made it through that paragraph all the way.
Wow, paragraph, wow.
Yeah, but 2 sentences, 3 sentences.
Yeah, 3.
A paragraph
Three
at
to
least
four.
needs to
3
be
to 4.
3 to 5 sentences
Yeah,
at
that's-
least. Yeah, so it's
Okay.
fine.
Yeah, you
So
you
I got a paragraph, 3
100%.
sentences. There we go. All right.
100%. 100%.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. I'm so glad the live studio audience loved it as much as I did. Each one of us at one point in time had our medical card, correct?
Yeah, I have one right now.
Yeah. I need to renew mine coming up here soon.
But yeah, very much so. Through all
but,
the times
yeah.
this medical's been allowed, I've had to
How
do
easy?
a different
How
one.
easy was it for you?
15 minutes. one
Super
phone
easy,
call.
barely an
Yeah.
inconvenience.
Absolutely.
It was easy.
Super. So you just did it over the phone. That's even easier.
Yeah.
Chucky D.
Oh, I made the phone do it over me.
Oh, I like it when you do that. I
Oh,
really
wow.
do like it when you
Oh,
do
wow.
that. Rio, how easy was it for you?
I've done it I've done it in person once before, and then I've done it over like a Zoom appointment before.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Very first time I did it was at a doctor on the Santa Monica Pier.
Oh, okay.
And I walked in and my brain was like, all right, so I'm supposed to tell this guy everything that's wrong with me. Because that's what they tell you. That's, at least at the time, that's what they told you. Just be honest, tell them everything that's wrong with you. And the guy walked in and he looked at me.
Did you
and
scare him?
No, he just looked at me and he was like, all right, what do you have that you feel medical marijuana will help you with? And I was like, insomnia. He goes, all right. And he walked the fuck out. And I'm like,
He just took the first one.
that was the tip of the ice. Could I? And then I realized I wasn't there for a therapy session. I was there to get weed. That's
Yeah.
why I was there. And the doctor
Yeah.
helped me with that. So yeah, it was super fucking easy, even before recreational.
Yeah, even-
So
Yeah, I think I
am I-
told them. I think I've usually just told them back pain is my, which I do have all
Chronic
the time,
pain, headaches,
I'm sorry.
anxiety.
I'm going to say this.
and for cramps. for
I was about to say,
period, yeah.
open it honestly. I'm going to say this. Before it was recreationally, every single woman should have just been handed a fucking medical marijuana card.
That'd be awesome.
Because every single woman I know who has ever smoked while they were dealing with cramps, it's helped them every time.
Yeah.
Maybe
typically.
not to a super degree, depending on what the strain is or how bad your cramps are.
Yeah.
But fucking hell, as far as relief goes,
Even if it just takes the edge off.
if it just does that to where you can fucking breathe for a day, you're forced to go to work during it anyway. Come
Yeah.
on.
So
They deserve fucking marijuana.
Just
women
come to
deserve.
California and smoke weed. It's not
Yeah,
that
just
hard.
come. All women except you.
And the next one's kind
conservative
of
piece of shit.
important and relevant because Colorado's the next one, and that's actually where Rue and I are taking our trip. We're going to the motherland, the original motherland.
Why
Motherland.
Colorado adult residents over the age of 21 can possess 2 ounces. 2 ounces.
That's why it's the motherland as well. They have vending machines too.
2 ounces. Which means it is 58 grams, if you want to do the math on that.
Oh.
I think. I don't know.
I don't
That
wanna
is
do the math
not-
on that.
You don't want.
That is
I'm
not-
just gonna say 58 grams, and you all can just agree with me.
That is incorrect.
Because old guy does math while high is the subcategory of
Yes.
reads while high. 21 can possess 2 ounces. Possession limits are 1 ounce for non-resident adults. Out-of-state medical cannabis cards are not accepted, but you probably won't need one.
It's the motherland. That's why.
What? You run into this quite often, where you run into other states will not accept out-of-state. Why?
Because their laws can differ in the sense
I get that when it comes to some of those areas like Florida and Ohio that have super strict laws. I get that.
Well, it's the limit in the amount you can have. Some medical cards say you can have more than what the state's other medical laws say, so they just will not.
So then
accept it at all.
accept the out-of-state medical card and just put a limit that, oh, you're an out-of-state visitor, you can only buy X amount.
Yeah, I think they're just not willing
Just
to go
fucking
that
drop
complicated.
it.
To them, it's simpler to just say our laws.
No.
are
I
mean, it
soft.
seems
No,
like
I mean,
it's-
to
It's like a teaching credential. Like the
Yeah.
one in California, you can use in any of the states, but you.
But the
can't,
one in
like,
Alabama, you cannot
you
use
can't use
anywhere
it
outside of
because
Alabama.
How you get it, what you have to do to get it is,
Gotcha.
is different. Is kind of how I look at it. I don't
So
know
you're
if
gonna
that's
bring back
exactly it.
weed from the motherland for 42 strains.
Oh,
That's the
absolutely.
goal.
Fucking we are.
Good.
Yeah, there's no.
I
doubt
love
in
it
my
when you
mind.
guys
that-
travel to places for
That's
weed.
ter-
Any of you?
Call me
Because,
Little
no,
Niagara.
because like, you guys went to Vegas before I did,
Oh,
and you said about a certain shop that I was there that the shop escapes me at the moment, and I found my way
remember
into
what that shop
Vegas.
is called.
started with an
I
E.
don't remember off the top of my head.
Element?
If I find it, I will resend it.
Yeah.
Or I'll
A
tweet
good
it out
club,
if I
though.
remember
It's
right
right
off
on the
the-
strip.
Yeah,
it's
it's
a
at the
really
end of
nice
the
club
strip.
right on
Yeah,
strip.
but you guys told me about it. You told me to go there, and then you also told me another one that wasn't on the strip, and I also went there. And both of them, great experiences, great weed, wonderful everything. And so that's why it's one of those. You go to Colorado, have fun, try it all, bring some back, but
Right.
also tell me where you went.
Yeah. Yes, always.
So if I
yeah.
find my
Always
way
will.
there,
I'll
'cause
probably
there-
write
I
places down
often-
for this trip too.
Well, at least I used to tour quite a bit, and Denver is one of those places that I've always wanted to hit.
Absolutely.
One place that is not weed related, but I want to go check out is Dinosaur Ridge, and it is.
Why wouldn't that be weed related?
Well, I mean, I guess if you're high while doing it, but there's a
Everything is
bunch of
weed related
there's
if you try
dinosaur
hard
prints in the rocks. You can
Oh,
go
no,
you
I-
can go see dinosaur prints.
I want to see that.
Dinosaurs aren't real, man.
I might be
Birds
going to
aren't real.
Colorado alone.
Wow.
I'll
I'm
go
just
with
kidding.
you, Rube.
But
Okay.
those people do exist. Don't let them.
Don't
Hey,
let them.
hey,
Rube,
if I go with
what?
you, we might get the senior discount places.
Oh.
Hey,
It means dinner at like 4 p.m. But
Rube, go ahead and read the next couple of states there.
All right, we're on Connecticut now, right? Because we did just did Colorado.
Connecticut, yes, I did Colorado.
Connecticut. Out-of-state medical cannabis cards are not accepted.
Wow.
It's legal for all adults to carry up to 1.5 ounces or
All
possess-
adults,
For all
You don't-
adults, yeah.
leave your card at home. We don't. We don't.
We
fucking
don't
look
need
at
it. You get an ounce and a half,
An
Or-
ounce and a half.
or 5 ounces locked inside a home or a trunk of a vehicle.
Yeah, so you can go to
So if
separate
you're
clubs,
just
get an ounce from
transport
each
it,
club, and
yeah.
if you're transporting it or have it in your home, it's okay for you to have up to
Because if you've
5.
got to just get it home, I mean, you got
Exactly.
Yeah, you need to carry it.
One
someplace.
time when I first went to Oregon, I went around and their limits were actually very, very small on what you can get from each club, and I had to go to like 4 or 5 different clubs and get like 2/8 from each club.
I was about to ask you, how often has anybody hit the limit?
A bunch of times early on, like early on in the
early on, yeah.
Not
Now?
No,
so much.
not. It's
I mean,
not
now with
so
my
much
medical
anymore.
card, I think in California right now I can like buy up to like 11 ounces or something, or like
I-
7 ounces.
I remember being at a club and picking out everything that I wanted and all the little products and because I just got a big check and it was one of those, all right, I'm going to splurge on a bunch of stuff that'll last me a little while. And I remember literally the person was ringing up and on the other side they had a calculator. And so they had the cash register and they had a little calculator. I'm like, what's going on here? And she hit a certain point and she looked at what was left in the area for her to type in, and it was a joint. One fucking 2-gram mega blunt that was there.
Mega pint.
And she yes, a megabyte.
A mega pint.
But
comes
she
in
looked
pints.
at it and she looked at me and she
getting one.
goes, with that, you're over the limit. And I go, are you fucking kidding me? And
Miss, you're over the
she
limit.
goes, no, all of that. And I go, okay, so what if I buy all that? And then you sell me this separately. And you and I go into the parking lot and share this one. And she said, well, you're technically not leaving with it. So that's what I did.
There we go.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect.
She took like 3
Loophole.
puffs, got in the car, and I drove off. And she goes, that's an active light situation. I can't count that as you actually carrying weed out.
There we
There
go.
There you go.
Yep.
Haha. All
next,
right.
Rube?
Next is Illinois.
I've been there too to smoke marijuana. It's really tough.
Yeah, it says right off the bat does not allow. Oh man, it's that word again.
Oh yeah.
Reciprocity.
Reciprocity does not Illinois does not allow reciprocity.
Illinois does not reciprocate.
But it legalized recreational cannabis. However, different limits apply to non-residents. Non-residents age 21 and older can have 15 grams of cannabis, or 250 milligrams of infused products,
Okay,
Not
gotcha.
concentrate.
and
No.
2.5 grams
That's
of
edibles.
concentrate.
Oh, they must have
And
just added
two-
that.
okay,
Yeah.
gotcha. All right.
The first one means that.
And let me tell you, at least when I was there, the city ordinances would also limit those even further.
Ew, gross.
Oh,
Yeah, I was in
wow.
a place in Illinois where like you weren't even allowed to have like 15 grams.
You know why it's called Illinois?
Oh,
Because that's just
shit.
Illinois, dog.
Oh man,
Yeah.
man, I gotta give my boy one for that. I mean, it was.
We got
right.
Surfer
Sorry.
Dan getting a little salty over here.
Surfer Dan. There's gonna be a Surfer Dan shaped hole through that door.
Get offended.
What's next on there, Ruth?
We've got Maine. Adults can possess up to 2.5 ounces of cannabis flower and 5 grams of hashish or concentrates.
Oh, you know what? God, I love you, Maine.
Hashish.
Using that phrase right now in this day and age, it makes me want to beat off a little bit.
Wow.
God, I
that's
love you, man.
strong
Or
feelings.
Hashish.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I
All right, you told me to be nicer with my
Those are
hyperness
strong.
earlier,
did,
so I'm
yeah,
really
you're
trying
right.
to swing these things in a positive way.
I just love Maine of all places is the place that
They,
were like they were one of the first states to legalize gay marriage way back in the day. They were one of the first states to actually legalize medical marijuana. They're just a state that are like nobody's paying attention to fucking Maine.
They also
You all show up once to watch.
they honor most other states' cards.
Of course they fucking do, cause they're Maine.
And they have good lobster.
Thank
They
you,
do.
Maine. And if you want
That's
to
the
make
main spot for lobster.
if you want to make some lobster
I can
whiskey,
keep going all
I
night,
would-
guys.
I
I'll be
would-
here all night.
Don't give him another one on that, or I will punch you in the dick. I will punch you in the dick, square in the cock. All right,
Where?
just
Oh, I'm passing it.
I got
I'll
the
take the
ball.
next
City
few
pass?
for you. Yeah, give you a little break.
because you
here
did
after Maine.
Connecticut and Maine,
Connecticut.
because
Ma-
Maine is fucking Maine.
Maine.
Massachusetts. Massachusetts.
Massachusetts. I believe it's called Worcestershire.
Massachusetts.
Worcestershire.
Like-
Shush.
Like I literally said this state name correctly
Like
earlier.
earlier in
in
the
the
same
episode.
fucking episode.
Yeah, I guess
Word.
the effects still.
No, I got-
Word.
it's weird. The effect might be wrong.
Sister.
Who knows?
Sire.
Sire.
Sauce.
Sauce.
If you say it fast,
Worcestershire sauce.
Worcestershire.
it sounds right when you say it like that.
Oh, wow,
Worcestershire.
here we go.
Worcestershire.
I know.
Massachusetts.
But if you just say it like that, I've seen somebody
Worcestershire.
Hey,
do it
Spam, if you know how to
phonetically,
say Worcestershire.
and I was like,
Oh,
that's it.
unfortunately,
He
they've
just
all
said
now
it.
turned
Yeah,
the
if you just say
podcast.
worst sister.
Oh, they're not listening.
Worst
to us
sister.
anymore?
No, after all those
Sauce.
words,
I
don't
have the
think
worst
so.
sister sauce.
Yeah, if you say
That
worst,
sounds
worst
really bad.
sister,
That sounds
shire,
really
sauce.
dirty.
If you can say it like that, it'll sound like you're saying it
Worcestershire.
correct.
Wow. So in Worcestershire,
Shire, sire.
in Massachusetts, actually,
Massachusetts.
Massachusetts.
it's legal for adults 21 and over to carry up to 1 ounce outside the home or store up to 10 ounces within the home.
Oh,
Yeah, that's a lot, actually.
10 ounces.
Yeah, if you have a medical cannabis card from a different state, you can also possess up to an
Oh,
ounce,
that's
but your
good.
card won't be taken anywhere. It just means that's kind of interesting too. It's like you can't use your card as a medical card in that state, but your medical card from another state allows you to carry up to an ounce.
Oh,
anyway.
I got you.
Like
So
just
if you
flat.
came in,
Yeah, if you came in with an ounce, that's
you just
okay.
showed up
You're
with an
allowed
ounce,
to
they
do
were
that.
like, well, we can't
They're
do
res-
much.
That's kind of what you said. They're respecting
Yeah.
your medicine.
Yeah,
they're like
gotcha.
respecting your
Makes
medicine.
sense.
So that's
I
kinda
like that.
interesting
Like
Massachusetts
that.
takes that route.
Way to go.
Michigan's adults 21 and over can carry up to 2.5 ounces. That is the information Massachusetts has.
Okay, I got a question for you. Every
What?
time that we're here going through this, how when you're on vacation, I love going on vacation with weed. Don't get me wrong.
Uh-huh.
I adore this. I take
Yeah.
my dart with me. I do all that.
Oh,
But
there
what
it is again.
Yeah, I know. He gets a second plug.
He's like, oh,
He's like,
yeah.
but no. So when I'm going on vacation and stuff, I'm like, I'm gonna roll a few joints to take with me. I might take a little pipe with some stuff when I go on a hike, that kind of thing. I'm not carrying 2.5 ounces with me around in public.
I mean, it depends on. Oh, in public? Oh.
That's what they're saying. They're saying you are allowed.
I mean, when you get off
to
the
carry.
plane and you go to your hotel or Airbnb, what
yes,
have
you are technically carrying it in your suitcase to your hotel. And they can't arrest you in that point. But they're just saying flat out that you're allowed to carry
Just in your
2.5
pocket,
ounces.
in your purse.
You just can have it with you.
Yeah.
How often do you
Well, I
carry
mean-
around?
I mean,
going to a big party?
Michigan's also, I think, an open carry state too.
Oh shit, they are, aren't they?
I think so.
They were. Oh fuck.
I think they're being a little liberal with
Oh.
it. In
They're
a
being
sense.
open and honest with the phrase.
Yeah.
You are
But no, I
allowed
don't
to
often have
carry.
just 2.5 ounces on me. Not in California, I don't.
No.
I mean, I can, but I just don't.
Yeah.
Let's see. Montana is next. If people are going to go to Montana.
Big sky country.
I mean, it's pretty.
Adults ages 21 and older are allowed to possess, use, and grow up to 1 ounce of marijuana. Retail sales.
Wait,
should
you're
be
allowed to grow 1 ounce. That's
1
it.
ounce. Yeah,
That's
1
it.
ounce.
You got to
like a little
stop
baby plant.
at 1 ounce.
Retail sales
Kill
should
the
begin in
plants.
2022. Only residents can be protected for medical cannabis. So, like, if you're not from in the state, you're just not allowed.
You're not allowed to do anything.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
And then
don't go to
here,
Montana.
Next
Stoners.
one's for you because you brought up Vegas earlier. Nevada's the next one.
Oh, up there. Oh, Jesus. you give me the big
Nevada.
one. Nevada.
Nevada. Oh, here we go.
Nevada.
I'm on a Nevada.
Oh, come on.
Arena, Nevada.
Adults 21 years and older can legally possess up to 1 ounce of cannabis edibles, flower, or topicals, and 3.5 grams of marijuana concentrates. Nevada has one of the best reciprocity programs
Yes.
in the nation.
They take a lot of out-of-state.
And
cards,
medical
almost all of them.
cannabis patients and caregivers can possess up to 2.5 ounces of edibles, flower, concentrates,
Yeah.
or topicals per 2-week period.
Which, how would they ever police the period thing? You'd have to get caught twice in that period.
I would
literally.
think here's what I'm thinking, because of the fact that the law specifically has the word caregivers in it as well.
Yeah.
That through some licensing of
like tracked.
caregiver things, it is tracked
Because
on
it's
when
like they
you.
write it somewhere.
Yeah,
in the
because at a certain point, if you're buying 2.5 to go bring over to these medical marijuana patients
Yeah.
that you're the
Dude,
in-home nurse
that makes
for,
sense.
Yeah, it does.
It's
in
interesting
2
they're
weeks,
the
if
only
you
one
go
to put a
through
time
that
frame.
2.5, you're smoking it
Yeah.
too,
The time
and
frame
you're
is
not
interesting.
allowed to smoke.
No, because
our
2
marijuana.
weeks is bi-weekly, which is some people's paychecks, and
Paychecks.
things like that. So if somebody's allowed to be able to get their medical
Yeah, it's like
marijuana,
every
Yep.
day
Then
paycheck
that-
you can go get. Yeah.
so
Yeah.
for that, every 2 weeks you can go and get your medicine.
you're
Or
right,
if
it
you're a
probably is
caregiver,
tracked.
you're allowed to get X amount. When I used to go to the
Oh, and
cannabis
you know-
clubs at the start of it all, and
Yeah.
No, go ahead. Yeah.
Oh,
sorry.
when I used to start going to cannabis clubs at the start of it, when I got my card originally, they had ways of signing in that was outside of just your card. You know, there was individual clubs had their own registration cards.
Yes.
You had to get special punches in there that say, you know, were you a patient yourself or were you a caregiver? There were 2 different notches on there. If you were
Sometimes you had a
caregiver, were
different
allowed to
person
go through
helping you
certain-
if you were a caregiver.
Yeah, and different lines,
Yep.
different directions,
Yeah,
and
I'm
different
also
amounts you can
thinking-
walk out with.
I bet you the state also considers them as 2 separate people when they're being a caregiver and when they're getting it recreationally themselves.
Oh, 100%, I
You know what I
believe.
mean? So
Yeah.
they probably
Yeah.
give them that like liability
Uh-huh.
difference as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, they
cool
use
for
their
Nevada.
card when they're doing it as a
Exactly.
caregiver. They do it without it
That-
when they're
which
rec.
makes sense with like they probably report
And
they're
they have to have
reporting
those
it somewhere.
receipts.
Exactly. They're
Well,
reporting it
and
somewhere.
I can say because of purchasing in Nevada, yeah, that process as a patient,
Yeah.
there was a line out the door of people in there for recreational, and I showed my out-of-state medical, and they were like,
"Well,
right
then-"
this way. And they open up a side door that I walked up, and there's a line inside. And then I look that way at that line to the right. I look to the left, and there's a person waving at me going, right over here, sir. And I had my own person helping me.
That's
and
awesome.
everybody had to wait for
They're
the
being very
2 of them.
liberal about it too. Like these are medical patients.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
So they
our
have
medical
priority over
patients
you getting
get
party
priority.
drugs
Yeah.
now. Yeah.
And yeah, they took the California out of state. There was no. They told me when I was there purchasing what the limit was. It wasn't like I had to remember.
No.
When I stepped up there, they were like, "Oh, you would like this? Okay, you could buy this many of this."
Oh, okay.
That's what they flat out told me. If you're not buying anything else, you could buy.
I had a similar experience in San Francisco.
Yeah.
When it
Was first, there was a lot of that. Yeah.
yeah.
But it was fun to see that in a whole other state
Yeah, absolutely.
being accepting
I had the same
our
experience
states.
there,
Yeah. New Jersey. New Jersey recognizes all other states' medical marijuana cards.
Wow.
Nice.
Patients are allowed to possess up to 3 ounces of cannabis flower in order to forget the fact that you're in New Jersey.
Yeah, you know why New
No, it's
Jersey's
because Jane's
laws are
telling
like
the
that?
Bobber from there.
Yeah.
That I was gonna say that, and also New Jersey's like money.
Oh yeah. No, they tax the fuck out of it. But think of New Jersey.
It's like the highest limit 3 ounces like carried on you out of all the states we've listened to so far, except all the other states, they're just like bring
right
no dollars.
Please.
Yeah, you have 3 ounces, and we don't care what state you're from. Enjoy.
Yeah.
Bon appetit.
No.
Bon appetit.
New Mexico. I don't know why I said it that way, but yeah. Adults 21 and over can possess up to 2 ounces of.
What
I ran into the phrase in New Mexico. Adults 21 and over can possess up to 2 ounces of 57 grams of cannabis.
It should be 50s.
Thank you.
Oh, it has to.
Thank you.
Yeah.
What are we saying
Well, no,
here?
28.5 is an ounce.
28.5 is 1 ounce.
Yeah. So yeah, I think it's just they probably put it weirdly in the article and they probably in the laws it's stated as ounces and grams.
Oh, you know what? The typo is probably or 57
Yeah.
grams. Okay. Because I'm like,
Yeah.
2 ounces
Yeah.
of 57 grams?
Yeah, it's probably or.
I'm high, but that's an F.
Yeah, that's.
Tell me in New Mexico. Tell me I'm high. Maybe old
that's an
man
F.
reads.
Yeah, that's an F.
Thank you. Okay, good. Old man reads while high.
Old man reads while
Still can
high.
figure out how to read. He's gonna find random things with odd fonts and different colors and stuff. I'll finish New Mexico. Yeah.
Please, yeah.
No. New
Definitely an F,
Mexico.
though. I think it's supposed to be an R though.
I
It
have
should say
smoked in
or.
New Mexico. Yeah, adults 21 and over can possess up to 2 ounces or 57 grams of cannabis. Bring your medical cannabis card. It's one of the few states that has a program for reciprocal patients.
Awesome.
Nice.
Yeah, good for New Mexico.
Would
Yeah.
you?
Yeah,
Would
Rue,
you?
you want another
Rue,
couple?
New. You get to start with New York, and then you get to go to
New York.
Oregano.
New York.
New York.
All right.
I have not smoked in New York yet.
I have not
Oh.
either. I
Yeah.
was in 8th grade when I was there. I was not.
And?
quite it. I wasn't smoking. I didn't start smoking until senior year of high school.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah.
Good. Good for waiting.
Thank you.
It's good to hold out for the right one.
Yeah. It worked out well for me. New York. Adult New Yorkers can possess up to 3 ounces of cannabis
There
for
we go.
recreational purposes or 24 grams of concentrated forms.
Oh damn!
Wow.
What the hell?
What?
You can just rock an O of dab.
24.
God
Oh.
damn.
That's a lot of concentrate.
Sabu.
3
Get
ounces or
slabs there.
24 grams of concentrate.
Damn
or
near
3
an
ounces of
ounce.
flour.
Yeah,
or
like
20.
that is.
Damn near an ounce of concentrate.
That is a.
I don't know
lot.
why they don't just make it an ounce at that point of concentrate, but whatever.
Yeah.
Like shit, dude. Wow,
Vaping
that's awesome.
cannabis anywhere that cigarettes are banned is prohibited. So
Well, that
you
makes
have to
sense.
follow
That just makes
cigarette
sense.
laws,
Yeah.
basically.
Just
If you didn't
follow
know,
the
in
cigarette
California,
laws.
there's actually only 3 places that it is completely illegal to smoke marijuana in or around: a police station, a school, and a medical facility.
National park.
National
Yeah,
park.
and
you're
national
not-
parks. That's
yeah.
federally, but just
That's a
state of
federally
California
That's
laws.
true.
Yeah.
True,
Only
true,
the
true.
states like
State parks.
Yeah,
You can't.
Ooh,
Yeah.
nice.
Supposedly,
I think rangers will have what rangers have, and like they're gonna say what they're gonna want to say.
yeah,
they're
they're
gonna
because they
talk.
talk to you about turning down your music long before 10 p.m. and
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
So it's they do what they're
New
gonna
York,
do.
though.
'cause-
24 grams. Wow.
Yeah,
grams,
what
that's a
the
lot.
fuck, New
If
York?
you're high on.
I love it.
I mean, you've got to be as high as their skyscrapers, right?
There we go. There we go. That's what I like.
Next is Oregon.
Oh, I love Oregon.
Adults
Oh,
21 and over can possess 1 ounce of cannabis flower, 16 ounces of solid infused edibles,
Yeah,
72
edibles.
ounces of infused liquid,
yeah. That's not too much.
1 ounce of cannabis concentrates, and
There we go.
16 ounces of cannabis topical. Oregon does not recognize out-of-state medical marijuana cards.
No, they do not.
Okay,
Marijuana.
but they're recreational.
But they allow an
legal
ounce
anyway.
of concentrates,
But,
which is like
yeah.
28.
No.
Yeah.
No.
They said an ounce or a
No,
gram?
It is so much more than that.
1 ounce of concentrate.
Oh,
Because
that's
of how
awesome.
it is worded. Can you read Oregon again?
Oregon?
Yes.
Oregon.
Yes.
It's not a fucking shape, Surfer Dan. It's a state.
Can you read Oregon again?
Dude, we're gonna get Oregon listeners.
can,
and
but
they're
you're
be
gonna
like,
need to
what
flip
the fuck
this.
did that old man
That
just
we
say?
don't have listeners in Oregon. They don't listen to podcasts.
How would we not have listeners?
I mean,
in Oregon?
That's a
I
very
feel like
weird
a lot of
That's a
people.
really
I'm
bad
saying
assumption.
people in
Somebody-
Oregon do not listen to podcasts.
Okay.
That is-
I'm going out on a limb.
So-
Please read Oregon again.
Adults 21 and over can possess 1 ounce of cannabis flower, 16 ounces of solid infused edibles, 72 ounces of infused liquid, 1 ounce of cannabis concentrates, and 16 ounces of cannabis topicals.
Okay, repeat that word before 16 ounces.
And
Nice.
Get wrecked, Super Dan.
It didn't say you could have this, this, this,
Or
this,
yeah.
or this. No, it was like, here's your fucking to-do list. Here's your
Saying, I think
grocery
it's
shopping.
great that you can have up to a whole ounce of concentrates. That's
Yeah.
the most out of any of the states so far. Plus, yeah, you can have all the topicals. Your
But some of these
flour.
other
flour
states would
and
would
edibles.
flour and
some of these other
concentrate are
states would
both an
say
ounce.
that, but it said or.
Yeah.
They were saying or because look, you can either get the flour or you can get this concentrate. Fucking Oregon's like, nah, get it all, bitches.
Take it all, man. It all
Come
hits
on down.
different.
Yeah, no, fuck, god damn. I'm a little upset they don't listen to podcasts in Oregon because
I mean,
I
I
would
feel like
love
a
it.
lot
Why
of
are
people
you
in
saying
Oregon listen to
these things?
podcasts. I
I
don't.
Here you go,
don't
Chuck.
believe there's
Needs a flipperoo. buddy.
okay, you know what?
Thank you.
Fine, prove me wrong. If there is any listener that happens
Oh
to
my
be in
gosh.
Oregon,
Wow.
they should write us at 42strains at toke.com and prove themselves.
Wow.
Otherwise, don't defend
That
your
gets
state.
applause. Does that really get applause?
Yeah.
He shouted out our own podcast.
I
in email. I have to
guess.
just give it to him.
Thank you.
You know what? I'm gonna move on to Vermont now.
Fair enough.
'Cause I don't know how I feel
What's
about
going on
that.
in Vermont? What is going on?
Montpelier.
Since Vermont legalized.
Montpelier.
Oh,
Ooh.
That is what's going on.
Oh my gosh, is that for me? Did you hit it?
yeah. I mean, I
I don't
have
know.
no reason to.
You
even
should
doubt
hit
that.
it
That
again.
sounds-
All right.
Yeah.
I'm just checking around.
Vermont. Since Vermont legalized cannabis for recreational use in 2018, adults over 21 are permitted to carry up to 1 ounce of cannabis.
Okay, yeah, boring
Okay.
Vermont.
Pretty
sounds good.
basic.
Sounds good. Next.
Wait,
Virginia.
boring Vermont. You can carry an ounce with you wherever you go
But
in
that's
Vermont.
like,
Yeah.
I mean, most places. I
At
feel like you get
least.
impressive around the like 1.5, the
At
2.5. That's where it's like, oh damn, you get to carry 2.5.
And they're also not
ounces, like,
mentioning anything.
damn.
They're not mentioning any edibles. They're not doing concentrates.
I
Like,
got-
At some point in my life, I'm gonna write a song about a girl from Virginia.
what?
Meet
But
Virginia.
we
Ooh.
were talking about
Do you
Vermont,
know a girl
though.
about Virginia? I mean, we're about to go to Virginia.
Do you-
What is
do you know
happening?
a
Wow,
girl
did
from
you like
Virginia?
know that? Did you know we were going to Virginia next?
She said it.
Oh my god.
He's reading mine.
Chuck's a
I'm just
prophet.
kidding. Virginia. Adults 21 and over can legally possess up to 1 ounce, but you won't see retail sales until about 2024. Find yourself a
Jesus.
plug.
Ha! There we go.
Thank you.
Thank you, High Times.
Times, giving us the real information.
So
honestly.
find yourself a plug, bitches.
Yeah, just go home.
That was awesome.
Then we've got Washington.
Washington.
Does Washington listen to podcasts? Do they?
Don't
I'm not
ask
sure.
him.
Well,
He
I'm
doesn't
not.
even know that we're on a podcast
I
right
don't. I cannot say
now. We had
with
to dress him
100%
with his
certainty
microphone and
whether or
headset
not. I'm assuming that there's got to be a few people in
today.
Washington.
Wow, but Oregon is
But
just
Oregon
not even
does
in the
not
running.
listen to podcasts at all.
Wow, dude.
They don't listen
Oregon?
to podcasts.
Here
They
you
don't.
go.
They don't. They're. It's that's
You-
not Oregon. That's not an Oregon thing.
Thank you,
Um,
Oregon. Thank you.
Washington.
Thank you, Oregon.
I don't believe it.
If you're in Washington, anyone over 21 can carry 1 ounce, but no home growing unless you're an approved medical patient.
Oh, okay.
All right. That's
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 fine.
That's fine.
perfectly fine.
That's perfectly understandable.
Same amount as Vermont that you called boring.
Yeah, but it also talks about growing it. So how about that? How about that?
How about that?
Okay. All right. Fair enough.
Yeah, thanks.
Fair enough.
Sorry, I have to attack you for Oregon. Like I have to defend.
Why
Oregon,
do you
right?
need to?
Why do you need to like act like
You
people
weren't-
in Oregon?
you don't live
listen
in
to
Oregon?
podcasts?
You weren't born in Oregon.
So we're done with the states.
You've never
but we have
spent
3
any time-
territories.
Just-
I have a lot of
Share with us
family up there
creative.
right now, and I'm starting to take this attack on
Like
on Oregon a little.
Do they listen to this podcast?
They will if I tell them to.
No, they won't.
That's I feel
should.
I maybe don't want to encourage like that we like are almost that sounded like we kind of force
We
people like
Yeah,
they will
that's
if I
the thing.
fucking tell them to.
They won't accept
like, I
that.
don't
It's
like
Oregon.
we don't do that. Like we appreciate if you do though, and we would ask you to, but not like tell you to. Right, Chuck? Chuck?
That's right.
Oh, good.
Thank
Awesome.
you.
Wonderful.
I'll fight them.
Of course.
Well, then there's that.
Then there's that. You know what? Every family has their own dynamic. I'm
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
you know.
respect it.
Yeah, well, at some point it's in Chuck's fists. I mean, damn.
Same thing. Potato, potato. So anyways, we've got 3 territories that are listed on this list. First one being District of Columbia, so
Okay.
DC.
Yeah.
Adults 21 and over can carry up to 2 ounces. It's a fair amount.
All right.
And then
That's
Guam.
where the feds are.
That is, yes, that's where a lot of our leadership stuff is. Supposedly.
Yeah, well, no, we're using that word just literally based off
Their
of
titles,
definition of
indicate-
that word.
of
I
the
do
word.
not think it means what
It's-
you think it means.
the titles indicate. I don't. We'll see.
See, again,
Um,
somebody else
depends
quoted
on, you
Princess
know,
Bride. That's just
the
been something
time.
happening today.
But anyway, for Guam and for Northern Marina
Oh,
Islands.
yes, Guam.
Meridian? I don't know if I'm saying that right. Anyway, allow adults 21 and over to possess cannabis with few limits or restrictions listed. They just don't say.
They just
They're just
Okay,
like, you can
alright.
have it,
look.
but
That's
you got to
fine.
come here to find out.
That's cool, and that's all of them. Then?
Either they just
That is
say,
all of them.
Awesome. Yeah, that's wonderful. That's a really cool article in High Times. You guys should really check out the magazine and also that one specifically. It's from March this year. And please
So
write
this
to
is
us. And,
very up to date.
yeah, this is like
information.
this is very. That's why I wanted to go over it now too, as well, because it's
Did
going to
you
just be
read the-
relevant this year.
The
Oh
quote there
no,
that you
yeah, I'd
meant
love to read that quote right there. Yeah, so there's a great quote on traveling. It says, this is from. About 2/3 of all U.S. states have some type of medical cannabis program in place at the time of writing. Only a handful of those states accept out-of-state medical cannabis cards in one form or another. Other states additionally have restrictive medical cannabis. There's that fucking word again, reciprocity.
Yes.
Programs to different degrees. For instance, you might qualify for a medical cannabis card in Colorado with a certain condition, but not in Arizona. Here's a good quote that I think is good to read. TSA screening procedures are focused on security and are designed to detect potential threats to aviation and passengers. Accordingly, TSA security officers do not search for marijuana or other illegal drugs, but if any illegal substances are discovered during security screenings, TSA will just refer the matter to law enforcement. So what that tells you is if you're going flying and you're not going to a place where it's illegal, the TSA cannot find illegal drugs in your bag if it's marijuana because it's not
that's
illegal.
Yeah.
If you're going to Texas where it's not legal, they will put that up to law enforcement
The
in Texas
local
because you'll be
legal.
trying to bring illegal substances into their state.
Yes.
So keep that in mind when traveling. You know, like
Yeah.
that's not something you ever want to be caught up in doing.
Be
but if you
careful.
have the ability to do so and you know the laws and you can do it because
Hell yeah.
awesome.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know,
We're gonna
so-
take a little with us to Colorado and bring a little back
yeah,
if
absolutely.
we can.
Yeah, 100%. No problem. California to Colorado, that's like the two motherlands. Like that's just, that's the Garden of Eden in heaven, like hand in hand.
And if
right
you
there.
happen to be going to Texas for any reason
Mm-hmm.
and you want to bring marijuana to Texas,
Oh.
I'm not saying that this is a way that has ever been done by anything. Or
You're just saying like it
or
could be
that
something
myself
that someone
or
may
that
have
the
done.
42 Strains podcast
Just hypothetically speaking.
would ever condone this kind
If
of
you're about
behavior.
to go rectal, Surfer Dan, I'm not here.
No. I flew.
Just put it in your butt, and you can sneak your weed.
I
It'll
flew
never
to
be a
Dallas
problem.
and got to the place
As
where I
long as you
was
got your
staying.
wad in.
And within 4 hours of when I got there staying, there was a knock on my door because somebody before they got on the plane stopped by FedEx and happened to like send himself a package
Oh.
because you didn't fly in with it. Somebody
did
else
not.
did. And I'm not, well, okay, not FedEx. I'm naming, I don't want to name the competitor. I just don't like FedEx, so I'm going to say them now.
Wow.
But there was a certain competitor of theirs that I did use,
Awesome.
and I don't want them to get in trouble. So I used a smell-proof bag that I purchased from Ziggy's Smoke
Nice.
Shop. Put all my stuff in there. I unfortunately also put in little. I had edibles. Here was my big problem. So I took the little bitty snack size bags, you know, the little ones for little kids, and I took 2 sugar-free candies and 2 edible candies and put them in the same little bag, and then zipped it closed, thinking that what was going to happen is that if you happen to end up smelling that, because they didn't fit in the smell-proof bag that I bought, all the weed did, but the candies did not. So I shipped those to me in a paper bag with inside these little sandwich or snack bags. Okay. So I was thinking, okay, what I'll do is I get the munchies, I'll eat the 2 edibles, and then when they start kicking in, I'll eat the 2 sugar-free candies. Yay! Ship melts very quickly when you ship it. And so all I had was this gooey mess that was a mix of flavors of weed and sugar-free
Did you
Reese's
think they were
peanut
going to
butter
like
cups.
refrigerate your package or something?
I didn't even think about any. I was thought, oh, it's gonna be flown
You were
and
high
it's
when you
cold
did
up
this
there.
idea,
Yeah,
weren't
very
you?
high.
Yeah.
I was very high when I
I
packed that box.
Fucking
When I sent it to me
knew
right
it.
before I got on a plane. So
I
yeah,
fucking
so
knew
yeah,
it.
FedEx. Send it FedEx because fuck those fuckers.
Wow.
So
Yeah, so wonderful article, High Times. Thank you so much for your magazine while being able to make purchases from your delivery club. Like, super awesome you guys give your magazine out with that.
Hell
You guys
yeah.
write a good magazine. 42 strains. What do we think about the smoothness of Berry High?
Oh, it's really smooth.
I gotta say a 3. I'm gonna go straight out the gate.
Yep.
This was.
Are we on a 3?
Yeah, this is
I'll go
smooth
with
as
a
fuck.
3, yeah.
This is
Very, very little coughing. I
Very
think it's
little.
been enjoyable the
That's with
whole way
allergies.
through.
all the way down to the point where one
Like
of
the
the
last hits
one
were
of the
not-
hits that I took was that. Oh, this
This is
bowl's
the
almost
last,
dead.
like,
Yeah.
This is the last one, and it
Awesome.
wasn't as tasty as the first, but it was sure enough
Yeah,
smooth as the
smooth. Yeah,
first.
exactly. Awesome.
So yeah,
That's super easy. Then
Each
threes,
bowl, a
yeah,
couple
I
of
thought it was
flips
a
and
3 as
still
well,
just
just
as
because, especially because of like those last hits and
Yeah.
through multiple bowls now. Like, oh yeah, just is not my throat doesn't feel too rough
Nope.
and none of that.
no.
All right, now it's time for something I've been very excited for. I
Oh
think
shit.
some of our spam is going to be very excited for.
Oh no.
We're bringing back a fun little game we played last season.
Fuck!
couple
I
times.
forgot we were gonna do this way at the end of smoking all of these
Oh,
goddamn
and
bowls.
that's exactly why I put it here.
Oh,
in
you
this
fucker! And you
segment.
made me read and use my brain
Oh,
and shit.
I love it. I
Thank
love it. We
you.
are going to
Fuck, I
do
forgot.
high spalations. We are going to do high spalations again. For those of you probably joining us new, if you don't know what high spalations are, that is where in 4 minutes and 20 seconds, one of us is going to try and explain what happens in a movie entirely in 4 minutes and 20 seconds to the point where we can hopefully understand it. There's no
Hopefully.
judging, there's no winning, there's no losing. It's just the challenge.
It's just fun.
And we have a couple films picked out. Surfer Dan and I are gonna go.
Yes.
Yeah. Do you want to go first, Surfer Dan, or do you want me to go first? I already got the timer
have
ready.
that-
I got it ready like 15 minutes ago because
Okay, I was gonna say you need to get Surfer Dan his big old timer for his old ass eyes.
Oh no, I'll be on time.
I mean, it might help
Yeah,
if he put his
but-
glasses on.
No, I took the glasses off because fuck it, it's not gonna help.
So do you want to go first? or-
Do we? Is the bowl still going? Because we usually
it's
have that hit before and hit after.
Wow, you feel a
That's
little, you feel
right.
a little,
I
a little
think there is
shaky in the
something
boots there.
grinder.
I'm a
Surfer
little
Dan?
worried. I'm a little worried.
The
Ooh,
ball
I like
just-
that. I like that like effect.
I like
Yeah,
that.
the bowl's right here. Bowl's right here.
Is the bowl right there? Is
Yeah,
it still
it's
going?
dead.
Oh, it's
Dead.
dead.
Another one going.
Ugh.
I just can't reach over this table, so.
Okay, so I can do one in the time that it takes you to pack, and then I can take the hit right when we hit 420. Then, is that what it's gonna be?
What?
Or do I take a hit first?
No,
We're
no,
waiting.
No, I'm gonna.
Okay, over.
I'm gonna go
No,
over the
that's good.
movies. I'm gonna go over the movies we're gonna do.
Okay,
that
good.
way-
Whew.
yeah, that way we
All
can.
right, whew.
Yeah,
I
no,
was
yeah,
a
we
little
kind of pack a
concerned.
bowl. You can
Ready.
do a little hit before we go.
All right.
Yes.
Okay,
Like I said,
got
Surfer
it.
Dan and I are gonna go.
Okay.
Wow. Yes.
All right.
Surfer Dan and I are gonna go today. Surfer Dan is gonna do the Batman. It's going to be the most recent Batman with Robert Shiny Vampire Pattinson. Pattinson?
Battinson.
Pattinson?
I
believe it's-
Shoot, I can't remember now. I have to see it.
Robert Pattinson.
Yeah, Robert Pattinson. Okay, cool.
Yes, son of
Robert
Pattinson.
Pattinson and Zoe Kravitz, who, I mean, I really don't think she can act her way out of a paper bag, but she did fine as Catwoman. It was
Colin Farrell.
Colin Farrell was a surprising
Phenomenal.
come out on that film, I
Phenomenal.
believe.
Paul Dano.
Oh, yeah, pretty.
Creepy.
Yeah.
And then Gordon also. I can't remember his name, but he's
Bernard.
he's Bernard from
Bernard
Westworld
from
as
Westworld.
well.
Isn't that Jeffrey Wright?
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, that's his name. Bernard.
Yeah.
Bernard.
No, Westworld. Oh my gosh, yeah, for you Westworld fans.
I watched like 3 episodes that
So
I'm
yeah,
supposed
he's gonna
to remember. That was a
no,
long time ago.
that's
Okay.
that's not enough. That's not enough.
Good, because I'm not going to work that into the
No,
42
no way.
for
So
for
yeah,
choice.
he's gonna do the Batman. So spoiler alerts, guys, these are definitely gonna
Yeah.
contain spoilers. Although funny and maybe sporadic or even like mixed up, they're gonna be spoilers one way or the
Now
other.
I need yen.
Definitely.
Or, yeah, here we go.
And then
Here's the
I'm gonna go after him, and we'll go ahead and I'll let you know that I'm gonna be doing the first Transformers movie, the Michael Bay
The
Transformers.
Michael
movie.
Bay. Now,
Big
when was the
bones.
last time you saw Michael Bay's Transformers?
The first movie.
Yeah. When was the last time?
been a
If you
minute for
gave,
me.
if you gave a time frame, if you
Like
yes.
I don't know, like maybe less than 10 years ago.
Ooh, less than
Yeah,
10
I'd probably
years
like
ago.
rewatched
in a
it.
decade,
Yeah, within the decade.
but more than you would say 3 years.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely more than 3 years ago. Yeah.
Okay, that gives us a. I definitely have seen the Batman sooner
Oh, I mean, obviously.
than that.
Obviously. Mine might be a little bit more wishy-washy, but I have
Yes.
seen it multiple times as well, so.
I saw it high as a kite while
The Batman or the Transformers?
the Batman.
Oh.
Well, and Transformers.
And Transformers.
Oddly enough.
Shocker.
And I watched it the day it was released on HBO Max.
Oh, nice.
I watched it
Yeah, we
that
it on
day,
there, too.
boom, right away,
Yeah.
and then I haven't seen it since.
Yeah, we did this. That's awesome.
Yeah,
That's going to
so
be great.
all right,
Yeah, so Surfer Dan's gonna rip that bong. I'm gonna give him a little countdown, and then he's just gonna go. He's just gonna go for it. The Batman. This is gonna be Surfer Dan's high splation of the Batman. After a nice big old rip.
Starring Sir Robert Pattinson. The first.
I don't know if he's a sir. I don't know if we're allowed to do that. I don't think we need to. Be
No,
this
you don't
name
get to
this time.
knight people.
Yeah, I don't think we can.
I don't, they don't give us that power.
All right, Surfer Dan, are you ready?
Yeah, I think so.
See, we
All
call
right,
him
starting
Sir.
in
Rumble.
3,
Yeah.
2, go.
All right, so it's Halloween night,
Okay.
and the mayor is talking to somebody, and there's a fireplace going, and then the Zodiac killer shows up and kills him. And then what happens is there's a bunch of bad guys. You could tell because they're painted funky, because only people who are bad paint themselves funky. And then for the next hour and 10 minutes, it's the exact plot of Seven, where Commissioner Gordon is taking on, oddly enough, the older black male role from that film, and the Batman is taking on the younger white man role from Seven, except instead of chasing a pedophile, I'm sorry, Kevin Spacey, they are chasing the Zodiac killer. And then when the Zodiac killer goes on his TikTok account and makes everybody super riled up about how bad capitalism is, because that's most of TikTok. I know, I agree with it. He gets a bunch of them to bomb the place. And when Brad Pitt, I'm sorry, Robert Pattinson shows up to stop this guy from bombing, the guy gives him back the exact same line that he gave to him early. You know, the moment where he fist pumps him and then says, "I'm Batman. I'm vengeance." Yeah, he that one. And then he realizes the error of his ways, and he lights a flare.
2.5 minutes left.
Wonderful. He lights a flare, and he wades through the water in this very cinematic shot with all the people following the Batman, with no real explanation on why the people are following the Batman. And don't get me wrong, I know this review.
Light was in the sky.
I know this
didn't
Highspation
even
sounds like I
mention the
didn't
light.
enjoy it. I didn't need to. It's not important to the plot. It really isn't. So it's very much just Seven, where they're chasing the Zodiac killer and Batman's Brad Pitt. That's really the movie.
You're done. That's it.
Yeah, that's it.
Man.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
That's it.
Wow.
I'm
Way
not even
under.
I'm just running a real applause. I'm not even gonna do the button. That was just. There was literally like 2
Here's
minutes.
your
left.
hit for
was
that one.
brilliant.
There's no fat to that film. It is start to finish exactly what it said it was going to
Wow.
be. Seven,
Wow.
chasing the Zodiac killer.
I mean, there you have it, spamming listeners. That is Surfer Dan's just efficient highsplanation of the
I like
Batman
that.
with Robert Pattinson.
Don't
Bat
make it seem like I don't enjoy it either,
I said
because
efficient.
that fucking
No,
movie
just- you
rocked.
just-
I loved
you
the
just
Batman
did it.
so
You
much.
just-
You left out like Catwoman.
I left out Catwoman, yes, and that's because I think the writers kind of left out Catwoman
Didn't
in a
they?
lot
Why'd
of
you
the
leave out
dialogue.
Penguin?
Because I don't need to, because that will come when I do the Highsplanation of the HBO Max miniseries of the Penguin. That's when I'll bring up the Penguin, because they'll go over his backstory from
Wow.
this movie
I like how
7 or
Surfer
8
Dan assumes
times.
We're gonna do like series. Like we're gonna do that for series.
Yeah,
I mean, why not?
I know. Why not? Right? Yeah,
but that makeup.
Oh, insane.
Yeah.
Absolutely insane. You can't even tell.
Yeah.
And
So
his
I-
the laugh he really got down was
Oh,
like,
yeah.
what the
Well,
fuck?
now
I will say the one thing that I left.
It's weird how your Highsplanation of
Yeah.
the Batman has just made everyone go, I think I need to watch 7 again.
Yeah, I think so.
Like,
I think
know
so.
if I've seen
The one,
Seven.
though, you should. The one thing I definitely did leave out was the after credit scene, but I think that should come at the end of after the end of Highsplanation, because it's an after credit scene, and that is it
Aftersplanation.
teases a movie that I just don't want to see.
Oh, what's that?
At the very end of the Batman, spoiler, the very end of the Batman, they have Druig from the Eternals show up as the Joker, laughing ha 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 at the Riddler, and fuck you, just fuck you, stop with the Joker,
We've seen it
stop
so many times.
stop it, stop it, stop it, stop it, stop it, stop it.
They won't.
He's the least fucking interesting Batman villain. He's overdone. And we've got, at the moment, at least 3 in the cinematic universe going on.
That's
Yeah.
just cinematic.
yeah.
And
so,
that's just cinematic.
yeah.
I mean,
Stop it.
That's
It's not
correct with the amount of
animated.
Jokers that are in the comics.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah. So let's
not
just do a movie with all 3 of them
series.
and then kill all of them.
I don't know if I want to watch that pissing contest.
No, kill all of them and then never do a Joker in a movie again.
It's like ever again?
Yes, because every Batman story without Joker is far more interesting than every Batman
What
story
about
with.
future generations of children that want to like the Joker and see their version of the
Okay,
Joker?
how about a 15-year hiatus on Joker?
I mean,
That's
that's
fair.
way more.
All
Decade and a
They
half.
did that. They
More
they
than
couldn't do that with Jason Todd, but I mean, if they would try with Joker, that'd be fair.
All right, wow.
I just out of
feel
film.
it. I feel
You can
it.
keep him in cartoon. He's a clown. Keep him in fucking cartoon. Fine. Any cartoon you want to bring him up in. Thank you.
Oh, there we go.
Finally get one.
He's a clown. Keep him in the cartoon. Like, wow, that was
Fair.
brilliant.
No
Fair.
more live action.
Yeah,
Joker.
like I have no real argument against that,
Yeah.
honestly. All right, okay. Yeah, then now that's got me juiced for my Highsplanation. We're going to go with Michael Bay's first Transformer film back in 2003, 5?
Yeah, something like that.
2000s.
Both.
Megan Fox with her thumbs was the hot shit. Shia LaBeouf wasn't as crazy as everyone knew he
Wait.
was going to be.
Hold on. I'm sorry. I can't let that phrase go for a second.
What?
What?
Megan Fox with her thumbs?
Yeah, do you remember like the Megan Fox thumb thing everybody was obsessing over? She has toe thumbs. She has thumbs that look like toes.
She has thumbs that look like I've never noticed
Yeah,
this.
she has, like,
Yes. Oh, it was
wide-
like a thing that people talked about oddly. Like I thought it was
Really?
100%. Yeah.
She got the big.
I thought we were going to talk about her, like make fun of her for drinking the blood of her husband, but
No, this was way before that. This is when she was
she
super
has
young.
toe thumbs?
Yes. Yes, she
Like,
does.
was it a tragic accident
No,
that something
her
happened?
thumbs
Oh, it's
naturally.
Oh, they just
Born.
naturally look like toes.
Yeah,
It's
they
called
just-
what?
Born.
Oh,
I had to let him get away.
All right, so
yeah, no, totally, yeah.
I
Megan
didn't.
Fox had-
Thank you
and
for
not a
teaching
slight on
this
Megan
old
Fox.
dog a new
No one
trick. I
cares.
didn't-
Everyone thinks you're hot still.
That's probably a
Yeah, no,
handful of
nobody.
Surfer Dan.
I was
Surfer Dan is
checking.
dead, and I
Oh.
think
No,
we
it's
need to probably pack a new one anyway.
Yeah, no, you would ask.
He's old.
All right, you guys ready? Am I ready? I'm probably
Are
not
you ready?
I don't know.
I think I'm ready. I think I'm ready.
Wait, you gotta take your hit
Because I gotta
first.
pack this bowl.
Okay,
So you can take the hit. Yeah.
So yeah,
Gosh, don't rush the brush the
Megan Fox and her
process.
thumbs was a thing.
I didn't
Yeah.
know.
Shia LaBeouf wasn't crazy at this point. He was known for
LaBeouf.
Holes, which is a
Shia
good movie.
LaBeouf.
Good
Holes was a great movie. However, if you read the book, he was miscast.
Mm,
Okay, that's fair.
I did
That
not
character's
read the
supposed to be a chubby boy.
book. Oh,
He's supposed to be an awkward fat kid.
he ain't chubby.
And Shia LaBeouf is,
I mean-
let's say, the polar opposite. Don't get me wrong. He
Nothing
did
really,
amazing.
like,
And everybody in that
troubleshooting.
cast, everybody else in that cast was
You were just
perfectly
better
cast.
because you were a fat kid and you were like, hey, we got
Yes.
nice spot in the
Yes. Don't take away my representation as an overeater.
An overeater. Wow, I love it.
I'm being honest with how I got fat. Not everybody got fat that way. Trust me.
Oh, here it is. There. Yeah,
There
you're
you
right.
go.
I did need this. I didn't need.
Yeah, you needed
How
that
we
before.
play the game.
That's how you play the game.
Yeah.
That's
Here to play the game.
The what?
Yeah.
so.
I
It's
needed it.
it's
I needed
AE Sports.
It's
Play
A&E,
here-
like A&E.
Yeah, AE Sports here to play the game.
All right. Here it is. It's going to be Double A coming at you with my high splation.
Yes,
Michael Bay's
I'm
first
looking forward to
Transformers
this.
Film. In 3, 2, go. Setting LA, California. Obviously a sunny day. What the fuck else happens there?
Obviously.
Young teenage boy buys car, alien car, turns into robot man-shaped car. He then also finds out that this is an alien species from another planet that's also a robot. The planet is a robot.
Oh, the planet.
And he also then finds out that there's multiple of these robots, and they've been fighting a war longer than he's ever thought about the existence of anything. And they also find out that there's a little tiny piece of metal that's super magic and shit. And it like creates them and fixes them and kills them all in the same breath. And him and his hot toe-thumbed girlfriend get in this car that's one of the good robots, and they go find other good robots to fight the bad robots. And essentially, there's pretty much a lot of robot fighting. There's some awkward family jokes going on towards the beginning, and then they don't give a fuck about the family, really. It's more about the
we move
robots
on.
fighting and the toes, thumbs girlfriend, and Shia LaBeouf kind of doing Shia LaBeouf things. The yellow car is cool. Everybody loves Optimus Prime. He's the main good guy, robot. And they basically get involved with the military eventually. They're on the run from both the bad robots and the military. They like have the piece of metal. They don't have the piece of metal. They have the piece of metal again. They think the piece of metal kills Optimus Prime, but it really doesn't. What's that?
Can I have the piece of metal?
No.
I mean, really, like if you see how many like turns that piece of metal has in that group, you probably can. I mean, just
You might
numbers,
have already
just
had it. You
numbers,
don't know.
mathematically speaking, probably. Yeah, you probably can have that piece of metal at one point. And then essentially after a lot of robot fighting, you pretty much discover that, you know, robot wars are not really cool on Earth, and they're fucking up a lot of shit. Like a lot of people are dying. A lot of cities are getting damaged. Obviously, something's going to have to be done about this. They do a lot of running, again, from bad robots and the military. Then the military's like, you know what, guys? We maybe need to team up because these bad robots are pretty bad.
Oh, so we trust the good
So we
robots
kind of
now.
trust the good robots because they're making decent arguments, although they're still fucking aliens, and we're American, and we don't like aliens of
No,
any sort.
No.
They're illegal no
But we
matter
still
where they're
trust them a little bit. We help them. They kind of beat the bad guys, and Shia LaBeouf goes home on, you know, in his yellow good guy alien robot car with his toe thumb
Do you
girlfriend while
remember-
listening to
do
Linkin
you
Park
remember his
and
name?
ride off into the sunset to have
Linkin
5
Park.
more awful explosive filled movies. The end.
How much time did you have
What did you?
There's like a minute and 53 left or something.
Wow.
Wow.
I mean, do you really need any longer to describe Michael Bay's Transformers?
I would like to challenge you. Not now, of course.
Big boom.
I would like
what
to
did I
challenge
miss?
you to
Big boom.
try and do the entire Transformers franchise.
I will do that.
In because you did that in
Boom.
about the same
And I
time as I did the
stretched.
Batman.
I love
My-
stretching.
Yeah,
I was just like, let's say robots as many times, and
How many
good
times
and
can I
bad,
say robots? Yeah.
and running,
Yes.
because it's like the
No.
main thing.
I want to see if you can do the entire franchise
Oh
at some
man, I
point.
would love to, including the Bumblebee offshoot movie.
Yes,
Oh,
yes, of
gosh.
course.
Oh man, I would love to.
Of course,
So thank
listeners,
you,
if you
guys.
want that, please write in.
Write in if you'd love to hear that.
Except
That
for
attempt.
anybody in Oregon.
Oh, here we
Why?
fucking go,
What
dude.
is
Here
up
we fucking go again. God.
I don't understand.
Gonna abuse him.
I don't
Can't
On air.
understand why you guys firmly believe that someone in Oregon listens.
So that was High Splation, guys. Tell us if you want more of those. Tell us if you have some recommendations. We'd love to do those for you.
Yes.
If you have recommendations we haven't seen, we'd love to like watch them and then do them. So, please get involved with that. Message us. Melissa, Anthony, any of you guys, please send those in. We'd love to hear from you. And guys, we're nearing the end here, but I just have another question here. What about last? What about last, guys? Our last part of our tell system here. What does 42 Strains think about this last? How's this session felt to you about the last on this
Good.
marijuana?
I'm baked.
Super baked.
I'm not super big.
Not super.
I
baked.
think it's a 2 because I think
We smoked a
Wait,
lot.
hold on. Could you say the word how you said 2 again?
I
Could
think
you?
it's a 2.
No, you did not say 2.
I was like exhaling, so it's kind of
Paul.
So I think it's a 2 because I think without the kind of stacked bowls
Yes.
and continuous
Yes.
smoking,
Yeah.
I think it would be that plateau would start lowering.
Would start
and
lowering
Yeah.
quicker.
Yeah, I think it's one that you want to
We-
keep up with.
It's
and-
very much that if you're doing bowl after bowl, you maintain that plateau for a while.
And
It
is.
doesn't go back up.
His name's pronounced Plato.
Plato.
Which actually,
Sorry.
the fact that you bring that up, though, where it doesn't go back up, that actually might be something a lot of people enjoy. The
No,
fact
I
that
think
they
so.
literally can just kind of
You don't get higher. You could just smoke the
And then
entire
just
night
keep
away
at the
on
extra
this
level.
and not worry about getting to the point where it's like, oh fuck, I feel bad. Not, but for me, because it is a sativa, it's very much it's the effect is not nearly strong enough for me to want it to. I'd want it to go up. I
No, but
wanted
it's a-
to
I
go
think
further,
what it is
but
a different type of sativa.
Yeah.
It's like a sativa for different activities than like maybe when you're trying to like have like a really good time.
oh yeah, no,
it's a
that's
sativa that's like maybe gonna get you through work. A sativa that's gonna
Yeah.
get you through like kind of a longer day of just
like if I had to do housework, I could easily smoke a couple of bowls of this and then go, all right, I'm gonna get the dishes done, laundry. I might vacuum today, that kind of shit. I could see not being super productive and doing like a bunch more than that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I could still see, all right, I can get some productivity done.
What, Chuck, Rudy, do you have anything against a 2?
Yeah.
No.
2 sound pretty fair.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, guys, that's wonderful. For our tell system today on Berry Pie by Evidence,
Ooh.
we had 2 for taste, 2 for effect, 2 for last, and 3 for smoothness. I think all around, I think it's just a very nice, mid-enjoyable strain of marijuana grown in prison.
I
mean,
look,
I think that's really cool. Like that is like really awesome, I think.
with a score like this, I definitely wouldn't normally tell people go out there and buy this quickly. But with a company like Evidence, I would say just go out and buy anything they have just to
They have
support them
several
and try
options.
it, because
It's good.
this is again our opinion with our different generational
Absolutely.
of smokers and the styles that we do and how much we do. So listeners, spam, especially new listeners that we've gained over our hiatus period.
Absolutely.
Please, anytime that we have a list like this, anytime we do a review with tells, because it's been a while, so just want to remind you, write into us at 42strains@toke.com and tell us if we're right, tell us if we're wrong, tell us what you agreed with, didn't agree with. If you smoked along with us, you go, guys, I didn't feel a goddamn thing, tell us
please.
that.
Liars.
And so that way, and then maybe if you want to, let's ask you some questions that might help us know why you didn't agree with us. And then that can help us look at other strains that we can go, hey, that one listener who disagreed with our review on this one, we found another one from Evidence as well, because we like to support them. that we think vanilla frosting. We think that's going to be what you want
Yeah.
instead. So, let us help you and you help us. So write on in and tell us if you agree or disagree.
And bring in just more questions. We've been loving those emails. We love
love
going over
that.
those. Give us high splation ideas. Send us wacky news. I'd love that too. That would literally like just tickle me so deeply if I got some like wacky news from a spam. I would absolutely love that. So that's going to be it from us tonight, guys. Thank you for tuning in tonight. Thank you for sticking through all the new little bits of fun we had today and our new little sound bites and our new little setup here. We're hoping you enjoy it, and we hope you stick around for the next episode. And, until next time, stay high, stay golden, and
Smoke with you soon.
You can catch Double A on Twitter and Instagram at AA1242.
You can follow this old dinosaur on Twitter at Surfer Dan. Just kidding. I was too slow to get that handle, but that guy's still pooping. I'm at 42 Strains. That's the number 42 Strains. And over on Instagram, you can find me at Surfer Dan of 42 Strains.
If you'd like to see what's going on with your girl Snacks, you can go to Twitter and follow SnackQueen21. I repeat, SnackQueen21.
Or come follow Chucky D over on Instagram at Chuck_Dante or Twitter at iHeartChuckadee.